to just start mass producing armadas. And I don't know if they even have the capability to do it.
Right.
But that's the only tank they have that might be considered front line.
I think the problem is with the armadas, though, is that they just don't work.
Yeah. That's the question. Do they actually work? We don't know. Because we haven't seen them operationally. We had the one breakdown in the middle of the parade this year, which was great. But, beyond that, we don't know.
All right. I've posted my link in chat there. My stream should be live on my site. I'll get Joe's stream live shortly after that.
Actually, give me one second. Andron, that's an interesting point, and I would dispute that a little bit. The airborne elements have not done as well as a lot of people thought they would in an airborne capacity. In a ground capacity, as shock troops, they've actually done quite well around Kherson. But the Spetsnaz units, people overlook this, but if you remember, the first day of the war, there was a report that they had actually captured Hostomel. And that was Spetsnaz. That was a Spetsnaz battalion that had been infiltrated in prior to the war, which is probably one of the best Spetsnaz operations they've had. And so on that basis, they did that very well. But
they were the ones that were providing cover essentially for the VDV guys who then and the VDV air assault was a great. I mean, that was a pretty bold and an amazing accomplishment. The problem is that they weren't able to get that, the GAC, there to support them, and But the interesting thing is that it was a failure in the short term, and they had to move off of the airfield. But 2 days later, it was completely recaptured by the Russians, and so at that point, then it was. In detail, it was a failure, but overall, it was generally a success.
Well, then the next day they got plowed under by a Ukrainian armored brigade.
Well, that just happened to be there. I mean, and that was one of the units that had been trained by the U.S., so it was probably one of their better units. And they were never able to land any of their aircraft, which was the whole idea.
Right. That's the operation you carry off if you think there's going to be virtually no resistance and you want to take the capital intact on day one.
Right.
That's what you do. And that's what they thought they were getting into.
Not to drag this down into too much Ukraine stuff, but Adam, what do you got that you're looking at? What you said you were writing earlier. What are you working on?
So I'm writing an article. I call for about the Uvalde thing. I call it "Where's the warrior cops that we've been told that we're going to have?"
You can't hear me.
Basically talking the dynamics of it, but the side to it, I haven't been doing too much of the conversation around the Russo-Ukraine war because of the, right now it seems like there's a lot of pushing.
We're running it on mine for now. We'll run it on yours here. Here in just a minute when we end the stream over there with them.
I'm just looking at it from the perspective.
I'll spend the time it takes to put yours live as well. I have to give it a thumbnail.
Because it's going to be a blitz, basically, for all non-combatant parties to figure out how do they make
yes,
some sort
unfortunately.
of value out of this
Although
war.
we share most of the same viewers, so it'll be interesting to see how that
thinking
shakes
myself
out.
is like, whenever one side or the other wins, what kind of damage did they do to their own country just through loss of young men's lives?
Yeah.
And how do these countries get carved up?
I hit 1,000 hours.
I've been meaning to finish this article I was writing. It's basically the fate of Russia, which is the bad thing that happens to Russia as a result of this war, which is that China basically controls them, and that's what we're starting to see here with the Chinese industry kind of ramping up, but to support the Russian offensive. But like the question too becomes is like what does Ukraine look like after the war? And I don't have the most bullish of views of it, but at the same time, I just don't know at what point can both sides kind of just keep tolerating unlimited casualties for not a lot of land transfer
right now.
And that's a question I wonder. And also too, what is the political will for for a lot of these a lot of the Western countries to start saying, okay, how do we end this conflict so that we can have a better vantage point vis-a-vis China and Russia? And I don't know what that actually looks like.
From a great power politics kind of great power competition point of view, I think Russia made a miscalculation. I really think that, so I could explain to you through realist ideas why Russia felt threatened by NATO and they did what they did. But the problem is their response, right, opened the door to China gaining a toehold within Russia, because Russia was not ready.
I got Akron. There's a concert going on in Akron right now.
And anytime you do a calculation, if you don't kind of,
I don't know
what's a worst case scenario? Well, what they're in right now is kind of like a worst case scenario for Russia.
There's people posting Jalen Walker funeral funds,
and they should have said, well, we're not ready for that, so they should have tried to play both sides against the middle.
So can we all reach back and remember for a moment that Russia only set foot in Ukraine after the president of the United States said, well, if it's a minor incursion, then maybe we won't do anything at all.
So, by the way, I'm still in there with them. I'm just muted on that side, and they're still talking. And so, since they're gonna put everybody over to our stream, I'm gonna hang out over there until it's done.
It was a gaffe that was supposed to be signaling that the United States was willing to negotiate with Russia in order to keep Russia from actually invading. But this is like Joe Biden has had a history of making these statements long before he became president. Where he talks about what's in Russia's best interest. Russia's best interest for Russians, the people, is a friendly relationship with other European powers, right? Because Russia is in the continent of Europe, like the main part of it, right? But the thing is, this is the elite faction question, right? Is that by and large, since probably before the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Soviet Russian deep state, for lack of a better term, has been moving towards China as its more of its senior partner, especially as economic issues and demographics have basically doomed it to being a second-rate first world power, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so, there's been a lot of speculation as to what is like the elite faction's kind of interest in dealing with Chinese. And this really kind of actually solidifies that there's generally a large consensus in Russia that partnering with China is the best for them versus partnering with the West. And that's the thing, is these guys are going to make a lot of money as a result of it. And, our window of time to peel Russia off of China has long passed. And, I don't even know when that would have been at this point, just kind of looking at the history recently on my own time. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that the Sino-Soviet split wasn't exactly as much of a split as we pretended it was. And I think there's a lot of there is written, but a lot of not well understood history of that region in the Western world, and we're kind of piecing it together just because we actually just don't read about these two countries very often.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough, I don't know, it's a tough situation, and it's really sad. Both of these countries are grinding themselves down. Russia's got a lot more manpower to be able to go through this war of attrition. But it's the West continues to show that they, have an appetite to put weapons in the hands of the Ukrainians, so to do as much damage to Russia as possible, which is, that appears to be, I honestly don't think the current situation is in the Ukrainian interest. I think it's against their interest, but it's in the interest of the West to do as much damage to Russia as possible, unless it fully pushes Russia into the China camp. If that's the case,
okay, I love it.
That's no bueno, because then that puts us back into a going from a multipolar world to a
bipolar world.
Yeah,
I mean, we're already there. Is my thought, And we're about to have, like, as Tito Baum's book suggests, the war for eternity. The only thing that's good about the Russo-Ukraine war for the English-speaking countries is just the sheer number of illegal operatives that both Russia and Ukraine have in their employ. That's kind of outed themselves, as well as the other powers that are meddling in that war. So, like, we can only hope that the feds stop going after MAGA grannies long enough to arrest some of them afterwards.
Good luck.
Yeah, they still got the MAGA grannies uncharged in the DC jail. All right, hey guys, this has been a good show, man. It was a lot of fun playing. Patrick, see, you were like one of the last men standing there. I think you played with your cards a little close to your vest there, I think. So, Hunch, thank you for showing up. It's always good to have you around, man. You're definitely a valued member of the chat, and it's always fun to be able to bring you guys on to do something like this. So. We'll definitely keep you in mind for the next time. Watcher, what are you doing? When's your show going? Or are you guys already on?
It's live. I've dropped it a couple times.
You have to mute Joe's, and then you have to
unmute this one.
Unmute this one.
Yeah. Oh. Oops. Yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot that I was muted on your one. Yeah. No, we're live on both, Scott. Well, we're live on my channel right now, I should say, but we're stream sniping you, I should say. So we've got you guys displayed up there until we finish. I've dropped the link in chat a couple times. I'll drop it again here.
So we got 34 folks watching still over here. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and so the link's right there in the
video on how to
in the chat. Go over to Watcher's channel, check that out. But if and then if
nothing else, we could do a review.
If you've had enough Watcher and Joe for the day, and you want to have some fun with some pop culture, over there on the Flashcast is an excellent stream that I catch every week. So definitely recommend checking that out, especially if you're interested in seeing where they're going with the Rippaverse, because I think that's a pretty exciting development in pop culture. Yep. I'm looking forward to the Daily Wire offering him like some sort of a animated series or a live action series related to this. I think it'd be pretty damn cool.
Yep, and I can't blame any. Oh, sorry, Patrick.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I expect Daily Wire to offer him S-Pop to do like kids cartoons for like preteens or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think anything that you can get. I mean, I know Daily Wire doesn't have the budget that a lot of that Netflix was throwing around, but the Netflix money is gone, and so the Daily Wire is on the rise, and it's good to see kind of alternate culture coming up. And the sad thing is that and Eric July made this point the other day is that in order to get not right-wing stuff, but just straight stuff, they have to create an entire alternate industry in order to do that, because his stuff is not overtly political. It's just straight superhero, old school fun fare, which is the same deal for most of the Comicsgate. And like my comics are fun action adventure stuff with military horror in the case of Door Kickers, and then my Peregrine book is just an old-fashioned superhero thing. So it's it's important that we create the culture that the rest of the world's not giving us. And so to that end, definitely support Eric July if you haven't done it already. He's good people. Like I said, Watcher's link is in the description there. Adam, what have you been up to lately, and where can the folks find you on the interwebs?
Well, and real quick, I'm going to drop out to go finish that chat. Sorry, Adam. Bye, everybody. I really appreciate everybody being in here. I'll see you later.
See you, Watcher.
All right. See you, Watcher.
I'm in the same boat.
All right, Joe. I am fully attentive on you now, but we need to see if I can find some way to turn you up, because you are very quiet.
Me?
Oh, see, that's better.
How about if I talk towards the microphone?
Yeah, that'll probably do it. So, okay, chat, that was the only problem. It wasn't even that. It's just Scott has his mic properly placed. Watcher, unfortunately, doesn't sometimes. Let me share my screen. Oh, you've got to make me the host or whatever.
No, Watcher, I already did.
Oh, okay.
Just now.
Okay. And then I've got to change the background, and then we've got to make you a thumbnail so that we can go live on your channel too.
Yeah, man.
All right, Chad, hold on. You'll be able to see him in just a second. Oh, no, you won't be able to see him. He doesn't have a camera on anyways.
Oh, but I do.
Oh,
You're
there he
so
goes.
full of crap, Watcher.
There you go.
I don't know why you lie to the good people.
I don't know. I can't help it sometimes. Okay, hold up. Let me get your beautiful visage on screen. There we go.
Beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I'd go with beautiful. I would go with handsome, striking,
manly,
remarkable,
svelte.
whatever.
Yeah.
Svelte.
Yeah.
I think that just means fat, Watcher. I'm
no,
not sure.
no, surely not. No.
It sounded like it.
I think it actually is the opposite. Let's go though.
No, actually, svelte is like large shoulders,
yeah,
but not really fat.
Yeah, that's what that means. Yes. Joe is always so quiet. Not anymore. Not anymore. Down his throat. What? What
do you mean I'm quiet?
I don't know. Chat said it.
Hold on. Stand by. Let me mess with my microphone and make sure
so chat,
I've got the volume up.
I think you sound fine in my ear, but I'm going to look at the sound waves when you talk next time, and we'll see. So chat, so real quick, what's on screen while we do this? This is a concert that they're doing in Akron, I think. That's what it's like. Let me...
Yeti Nano.
Live in
How
Akron is the only description we got from it. So... where are we supposed to watch? Here or Joe? Either or both, honestly. I don't have Joe's live yet. I need to make him a thumbnail. But either or both. You can participate in chat in either or both, I suppose. We're both going to have both chats pulled up in pop-out mode. So...
Yes, let me pull up Watcher's chat in pop-out mode. Is this better for you, chat? Can you hear me now?
Ooh. Yeah, man, you sound good to me.
If you'd like, I can talk in radio announcer voice all night long.
Good morning, Vietnam.
I want Don to do an entire show, stand by, where he talks in fake liberal newsman voice, and it's hilarious. I would love him to do that. Okay, let me pop this chat out. Now, chat one. Okay, now let's go back.
Epps. Why do we got Epps in the chat? Why do we need Epps in the chat? What's going on? Did I miss something? Karen, you guys are giving me whiplash. You've been bouncing around from Cannon Hotep watching his son play Mortal Kombat, which was so cute. Dude, wasn't that adorable? I had that open on my side screen after I got out of the game. Like, that was so freaking cute. To Future Conflict, to Watcher and Joe, I'm back again. Well, man, there's even more than that, because, like, Flashcast is going to be on. Like, I don't expect to get good views tonight, but I'm telling you what, I do expect things to get weird tonight. So we're watching a concert go on. We're going to do, not a live meme chat, but we're going to make something together again live.
Well, Don's in the chat, so I just wanted to see if Don wanted to maybe swing on in.
Yeah, good Don, come on in, man.
You'd have to send him the link.
Yeah, I could do that, Don. His Twitter's not functional right now. Hold on just a second.
No, I'm not live yet, Don. We're working on it.
Yep, I have to make him a thumbnail first, which we're gonna do here as soon as we got you in here. There's Joe. There's the link. All right, Don. It should be in your DMs by the time you hear me say this.
I may have to break out into into Donald Trump impersonations tonight.
All right. Hey, Don.
I have tutored under one of the best Donald Trump impersonators. So
have you? Were you tremendous, amazing?
No.
The best.
Crowder is absolutely amazing. He is totally and completely the best.
Is he phenomenal?
He's so much worse than me.
Is it phenomenal? Is it huge?
It is absolutely. People can't even believe it. They can't even believe it.
People come to him all the time and they say, Mr. Crowder, I can't even believe how well you do it imitating my greatness.
So I've got a couple of good impersonations, people that I hang around with. So there's Crowder with that one, and then there's NC Scout does an incredible Alex Jones, and man, it's just good. And Don does an incredible liberal media guy. I'm sorry, but that's just the way that it is.
Oh my God! Now we're giving me liberal media.
Give us your best Don Lemon.
Oh no! It's not Don Lemon. It's just a generic dude, and it's fantastic.
Look at this, chat. Look at that. Hold on, I'm gonna make it big. Look at that, chat.
This is camera test. So chat. Normally I run a stream expressly for camera test, but here we are.
Live camera test.
I'm honored.
It's you know what?
I'll embiggen you again.
Embiggen, tremendous.
So the problem is that when you're around artillery fire, it rattles the hair right out of your head.
It literally does, right?
It's not.
This was the side that faced the gun line. You can see how bad it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not male pattern baldness. It is a service-connected disability. Thank you for your service.
You are. What can I say? Except you're welcome.
All
right. So for those who are arriving late, we did see some spiciness earlier in Salem. But it went exactly as we predicted it was going to go.
But better.
Yes. So not only did Antifa get beaten, they got beat up by old biker ladies.
Old biker chicks. And then one of them was going to draw down, and the security guard that they hired from a private security company was like, all right, Tex, let's fucking do this. And Bro did not want that.
He tells him, get your hand off that gun. But what I heard was, skin that smoke wagon and go to work, boy.
Because I'm not gonna lie,
around, boy.
Well, because he said it he had to talk him down a couple times, because he's like, he goes, you reach for that gun and I've got you. You reach for that gun and you're mine.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Man. That is some serious Tombstone type shit right there.
Well, I'll tell you,
dude, he was even doing the backwards cowboy, slightly bow out your legs to the side and shuffle mosey backwards. He was literally, the Antifa dude was literally doing that, reaching for his drop holster.
So first of all, let me just talk about that drop holster. The way he had it positioned was in ultimate LARPer carry.
Yep.
So when a lot of people see the drop holster, like, oh, this is cool, I'm gonna extend that all the way down to my knee as far as I can.
Be the one.
That drop holster needs to be just below your belt line, and you shouldn't use that top leg wrap, only the bottom one, and that one should be cutting some circulation, if you know what I mean.
Now they're probably drawing that off of old cowboy books, and the trick that they're missing is that a drop holster is not the same as a cowhide holster, and you don't get the same effect. And they do actually make a modern version of a gunslinger holster that does what you're thinking, which is be at the apex of your grip so that you don't have any extra pull coming up, right? But it doesn't look like a drop holster.
Well, those leather holsters are a little more forgiving than a Kydex holster. You got to pull a Kydex in the exact right way, or you're losing the gun. So,
that, by the way, is a thing that, for the life of me, I cannot convince people of. I had a friend of mine a few years ago, been a subscriber to the channel for years, kind of friend of mine. He and I sat down and talked autistically about Kydex holsters, and he filmed a bunch of videos of him look, man, I realize you don't have a Kydex holster and everybody loves them, but here's what happens. And he did even millimeter off straight pull, and that holster's flying all over the place. And it he's fighting the holster to get the gun out of it. And I was like, so never that.
Yeah, let's not do that at all. Yeah. I've got Kydex and I've got a few other things that aren't Kydex. It all depends on what you've worked with and what you know how to use. But I don't bet my life on a Kydex. On a day-to-day executive protection business, the smallest leather strap is what I'm using.
So let me toss this in there. Scott's in the chat. Scott, thank you so much for tossing all the Future Conflict fans over here. Looks like we got 34 here. It looks like everybody came over, and there's even a few new people here that I haven't seen before. SF Peaks, thank you so much for being here. Dindu, thanks for coming over. Deadbolt, you're one of the regulars. Natalie, you're also one of the regulars. You're pretty ride or die. Daniel Gaskill, I've never heard of you before, but thanks for being here, my friend. Dresden Lance Corporal Chance. Yeah, looks like we got the whole gang here, guys. Joe, why don't you take them through the info we have tonight, which has led us to believe that tonight might finally pay off after all of the watching.
So last night we really anticipated some action because of the release of the autopsy and the ridiculous language in which the media was describing it. They're like, "Oh my God, they ruled it a homicide." Yes, every time a human being kills another human being, whether justified or not, it is indeed a homicide. They're not saying murder, they're saying homicide. Yeah. So justifiable homicide is homicide, right?
Yeah, there is a body. There are two options to begin with: homicide and suicide.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct. So they started out with that in the same way in which they're doing autistic screeching about the fact that Ivana Trump's cause of death has been ruled to be blunt force trauma to the stomach. Yeah, you fall down the stairs and land on something, you're going to get some blunt force trauma to the stomach.
Especially at 75. Yeah. By the way, is this do you like this for a thumbnail? I think that's a decent thumbnail. Okay.
No, that's good. That's good. So basically, we were hunting around for protests. All we saw was Frank Nitti and Big Daddy Popeyes rolling around last night with a camera. They didn't really do much, but we started looking for other streamers that we knew to have streamed from sites before, and we found a guy who lives quite a ways from Akron, but he still lives in Ohio, and he was talking about the autopsy release, and he said that he was coming to town. He was going to make the drive to Akron at 1:30 to start filming the protests. So the fact that a guy was willing to drive into town from out of town tells us that there is something planned for today. Now, that was planned for 1:30, but what always happens is they have their milquetoast normal type protests during the day, and then the spiciness occurs when the sun goes down.
Every time.
So we're going to see what we can find here. Again, we also want to point out that guys like Frank Nitti have not left the town. Jacob Blake's uncle has not left the town. And if there was nothing else planned, all of those guys who, let's just be honest, have become professional grifters would be gone unless there's something in it.
Smoke in the wind gone. Chat. Like, you'd never hear from him again. Well, unless somebody left out a buffet line. Like,
nothing but old Popeyes bones and red beans and rice containers gone. Yeah. Right? So anyway, so we're thinking we're probably going to find something when we start digging in. We also know that Minneapolis is having some sort of a sympathetic protest tonight.
You know what? So let me hand down some old man doing this wisdom, I guess. Minneapolis, Chicago, Portland, Salem. What's the other major one?
Well, that's the thing. It's been dead in all of them for the last 2 days.
They're all always having a sympathetic protest, no matter how pathetic it is.
Yes.
All of them.
I have pointed out that the giant fist that has since been erected in George Floyd Square or whatever does look like an ad for a sex toy shop.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that a Baldo is probably going to be erected right next to it, but what do I know?
That's only when we win, brother. That's only once we win.
So I wanted to tell everyone too, if you're interested, that our friends at S2 Underground 4 hours ago put out a great video how to create and use a one-time pad.
Well, and I was thinking that it might be fun to have you, a guy who just went through a course that had a course on one-time pads, to do a review on it if we run out of any kind of other material. I'm not expecting that, but in case there's nothing going on, we've at least got a backup.
I mean, you could get that from, the nearest 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, this is true now. I mean, seriously, not that kind of pad, but seriously.
Hey, don't assume their gender like that. All right. Apparently, males can have pads too.
Oh Lord. I am gonna start looking for some videos. As always, Chad, if you guys find some videos, drop them to us in Twitter, so that we have them and we can look for them and be working on them.
So, boys, I may drop out on you early. I hate to be a douchebag 4 seconds after you let me in here, but it may happen.
That's all right. Okay. What's going on?
I have had an ongoing sinus infection for like a month, which probably means I have, COVID douchebag 71 or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to sit here and contribute to the stream, it should not sound like.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that's true. That's true.
You got the My Sharona Cyrus is what I've heard.
Pretty much.
Let's just see what we can find on Facebook Live. That's where they like to run their streams. For some reason, I'm not sure why.
This is what I've got on Facebook right now. They're doing some kind of concert there in Akron.
Well, so
check Minneapolis though.
Okay. So when they leave that concert, that's when things are going to get spicy.
That is, I agree. There's also a couple of those chicks who were given those fire speeches the other day are here doing that in between song numbers. So I'm going to turn it up next time I see one of them come on.
South Holland police chief has given an update on something in Chicago. It's remember when we watched Chi-Town Crime Chasers that night of the riot in downtown Chicago that the media never reported?
Yes.
He's at some sort of a scene right now full of detectives in Chicago.
Ooh, that might be worth it. Let me get your thumbnail up and get it over on your channel as well, though. Tactical Wisdom, Riot Watch. I called this one Tactical Night Watch since the thing I usually call my evening things like this is called Night Watch. I thought it was clever.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Chad, I can't see you because I've got a couple of other things open in my other windows, but here in a second I'll be able to see you. I'm sorry if you're all screaming at me about something. No, it's not made for kids. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Well, no, not at that time. We want it to go 8:10.
So what I've got is in some Chicago suburb, there was a party. A guy's new girlfriend and former girlfriend got in a fight. They left. The guy and the new girlfriend returned and opened fire on the crowd.
Oh, damn.
Off-duty police officer was in the crowd who engaged the suspect. I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Oof. All right. So I've got that set up on that side. When I click go live, it should click the right one. Chat, Tactical Wisdom is about to go live as well. Hey, guys, we really appreciate you. I did not have time to share this one out on Twitter. So if you do get some time to share it out on your own Twitter, please do so. And if you tag Joe and I, we'll retweet you since we didn't have time to make a show tweet.
Right.
We just kind of got it going. All right, let me make sure it's live on your end.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to pop up here for
I've
me.
got it. Okay, so there's the control room, and now it should go live on your side. Cool.
Looks like it is. Let me pop out the chat.
Yep. So you guys can either engage in my chat or his chat. We're going to pop out either.
Yep, I'm gonna run them side by side here. I may run out of computer space.
Yeah,
But...
I'm same. Let me see. Rage on behalf of the machine. Cucks on parade. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably exactly it, right?
Let me see if I can make these options go away so that I can listen in chat. By the way, Don, I see that you're still kind of in the back, but don't feel guilty about like dropping out and coming back in if that's what you need to do.
We're gonna be here for a bit, so whatever you need.
Quite a long time, probably.
So the way this works is either I can make all of the crap go away very quickly, or I can't. And so we'll see what happens with it in a minute here. But otherwise, as long as it's reasonable for me to plan to stay, I'll stay.
Okay.
Pumbaa approves, just so you know.
Okay, let's hear what the singer's saying.
One of my favorite, if not my favorite, absolute favorite place to perform because people here are always so great, and I've had.
Is it just me, or does he sound a little bit like Michael Jackson?
In this city, and so this show, the city of Ohio,
but now doesn't everyone?
Means a lot to me. So
no.
Well, for being the audience that you always are.
Not everyone sounds like Michael Jackson.
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
Be sure to visit our website at
Thank you so much for bringing me on here tonight.
And hashtag your videos, Who's That Music.
It'll be beautiful.
Hashtag your videos. Come out to my child ranch. Yeah,
look at his haircut. He doesn't sound like Michael Jackson.
He looks like Michael.
This might be a Michael Jackson impersonator.
I'm sorry. So no meet and greet. I apologize. I take that back. There's no meet and greet for tonight for safety reasons. We have to do no meet and greet.
I wonder why a security personnel would have said, "Hey, no meet and greet after the Akron show." By the way,
weird.
Thank you all.
So I'm gonna leave it on just a little bit. I hate the screams, but I want to hear if another organizer gets up to say anything.
Yeah. Right on. So I don't know if this guy is dead or alive in Holland. I'm gonna see if I can find some sort of an update. Let's see.
Hey guys, if you can't multi-stream, don't worry about it. We appreciate it. We're just making sure that we do it on both channels because it's also a test because we've been wondering how easy it would be to do this. And it turns out as long as I get time to set it up in advance, very, very easy.
Well, Joe, apparently I'm sorry? Yeah, we're live now.
No, look, Hunch, I know that. It was a joke.
There is apparently this shooting is apparently so new that it's not on any news service yet, but I just heard the chief of police talk about it. So.
Yeah, I agree with Razor Fist. However, I never let that stop me from making comedy.
I mean, that doesn't change the fact that this guy looks like Michael Jackson. Whether he's innocent, guilty, whatever.
Yep.
So
let me see what else we got from Akron. That stream just ended.
Well, then maybe the concert's about to end. So.
Yeah, I would say so. Let me pull up an Akron PD scanner real quick.
What was that? What was that top one? Scroll back up.
That is
right there. Where you at? I'm here.
Is this Nitty?
Still. Is that Nitty in this second one there? Akron, where you at?
Frank Ralsdale. Let's see. When was this? 3 hours ago. Let's see.
That's a police station right there.
Oh, isn't that the uncle?
Maybe. Watermelon flag.
I wasn't going to call it that, but it's the Pan-African flag.
And yet, there's still chicken shivs.
Yeah. And?
See what's going on. Back down here.
Look, I don't want to dignify it. Like, I think, it's not even, I'm not even saying it in the racist sense of it. It's just, that is watermelon colors. It is black, white, and red. It is what it is.
Watcher.
Oh my good lord. Crack a joke and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's all right. There's jokes to be had.
No, I agree, but as long as we're all agreeing at the purpose of the joke, which is to ridicule these fuckers.
Well, I'm sure that at least 5 of his homies called him a really bad word today.
Look, I'm sure at least 3 of his homies shot at him.
We ain't gonna keep. I'm not with all of this.
With a beard like that? No. Look, hold on. With a beard and a mildly effeminate voice like that? No, he doesn't hang with the hard homies. This is the guy who pretends to hang with the hard homies and disappears behind the corner when shit happens.
Blockade.
Yes.
None of that really mean nothing. It shouldn't mean nothing to you neither. Like at the end of the day, that's just a tactic to try to keep us in the house and keep them from having to face the music. We should be in their face and at their door every day, whether it be the police,
this is a guy to watch
mayor,
tonight.
The safety director, the associate mayor, the assistant mayor, some council people, city hall. If we got to knock on their door every day.
Between the courthouse and the city hall.
Correct.
That's what that
whatever we need to do.
Yep.
That's
all right.
Where we need to be at.
So
right here with
I realize that you two are
right
kind
in front of their
people.
face.
And don't worry, if you spend more time on the internet will drag that out of you.
See, I brought.
And I know that because I am one of these kind of people. Look, you raging autist. This stream is going on 2 channels. And if you're not watching it on at least both in at least one window, you're doing everyone a disservice. If you happen to have a second machine that you can turn on a VPN and watch it there too on both channels, then you go ahead and do that. Because what we're going to need you to do here is like, share, and subscribe, or some other kind of gay shit. Create new accounts, subscribe with those, like with those. Get out there and do some watching, damn it. Do it.
Oh, Fallout Zone G. The only thing this guy needs is a gym membership. Bro, step back from Popeyes. Again, I'm going to go with the quote from the first Bad Boys movie. Damn, you a big Popeyes chicken eating, you know. So, yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe. Make an account for your cat and have your cat subscribe.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get on that.
Mrs. Watcher actually.
By the way, if you have a cat, you're the kind of person who needs to make an account for your cat to subscribe.
If you're not, if you don't have a cat explicitly for the purpose of trying to ring in social media likes and dollars, why do you even have a cat? What is the point of that?
Seriously,
even internet bro.
Right, real question.
Oh man.
All right, so let's listen to Chattermouth.
The truth of the matter is,
let's listen to him.
All they did was continue to fight the slave catchers. We ain't slaves no more.
Oh,
ain't no
he went right to slave catchers.
He sure
so
did.
It's time for them to change their mentality. It's time for them to change their tactics. It's time for us to stand up against it. So we forced them to change that systemic racism that they their whole system is based
Scott,
on.
we don't need to incorporate the Pan-African flag into the LGBT flag. They have already done that. That has been done.
That they wore
yeah.
When they was,
so can we all just stop for a moment and say that, like, if we were actual slave catchers, like, this dude would be in change just to shut him up?
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, that, and because, like, you ain't outrunning nobody, be honest.
Oh, man. Look, I'm fat and old, and I'll run you down.
Seriously.
Runaway slaves. We free. And it's time for them to treat us like that. Hey, Ron, go cut the hit that button on the car, because like the battery is just running. You see the
little acid reflux there, huh?
So why do they insist to persist with this whole slave mentality and argument?
Because it makes a strong what's it, logos, ethos, pathos, right? It makes a strong emotional argument. It's the ethos thing.
But the truth of the matter is, in areas subject to the jurisdiction of the United States of America at the time and to this day, Dred Scott ended all of that.
Facts.
So.
Yeah, but, like, just because Dred Scott ended it doesn't mean that, like, it was ended.
Hey, Dred Scott actually, in my personal opinion, established a national open carry right. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah.
Hey, it should have. I mean, that's what it said.
Right in the, it said right in there. He goes, if we consider black men to be citizens, then we're going to have to allow them to carry guns everywhere they go. That's national open carry.
That's what it said.
And here's the best part. Clarence Thomas just quoted that very line.
Yep.
In this most recent decision.
I mean, as he should have.
And in my opinion, Clarence Thomas just reaffirmed national open carry.
His too.
PD, I didn't even think about that. The period that he's talking about. He's talking about 18, like he said, 1860, a period in which there were 500,000 free blacks in the U.S. and less than that in bondage. Probably not his ancestors in slavery there either. In fact, in all actuality, his ancestors likely migrated here afterwards.
Lights is on. Hey, I thank all of y'all for tapping in. If y'all can, just share this live. I need everybody that is able.
Oh, we got you, bro.
Listen,
we will share this just for you.
Yeah, 100%.
We are sharing it.
Yeah,
because this video is not the flex you think it is, bro.
Hour, you here for a minute, here for 10 minutes. Let your voice be heard. Let them know that you fed up.
Let's hear it.
Let them know it's not gonna be your son.
To be fair, I am fed up.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%. Did I actually tell you guys, I thought about, like, before I became Watcher, I had a second idea for an account. I was just going to retweet people that were Fed posting, and it was going to be called Fed Up, and it was like the logo was just going to be a Fed with the hand field signal things where I can't even remember what the signal is, but where you're just pointing up. It was going to be that, just with glowy eyes and shit.
And so, for the sake of the stream here, who was it who had already stolen that name so you couldn't do it?
Correct. There was someone, and I'm not going to say who, but there was someone highly associated with these people. The people here, right here.
No. There's somebody else. When you went to claim it on Twitter, Mrs. JD had already taken it.
She had already taken Fed Up. That is correct. But she was using it a little differently, and I like it.
Yeah.
But also
that was the funniest part.
Fed up where? Yeah.
Opportunity, so that way you're not the person.
He's overfed. Chat.
Look at that neck. How could he not be fed up?
Chat, he looks like he's been belt fed, if you know what I mean.
Person next in line to say, damn, I should have stood up. I should have said something. Just like, when people be upset about not voting and say, damn, I should have voted because now we got some jacked up stuff in play because you didn't go and vote against it or you didn't go and vote for it.
Hey, I'll tell you what, player, I actually agree with that.
Want it to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We got to be all about change. We got to be all about it if we want
you guys rattle off. I'm going to go grab a fizzy water. Take me like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Give me band real quick.
What's that?
You should understand that this is a good summary of the left, right? These guys are always out there ginning up hate and discontent to send our way, and we're kind of like, hey, if you could just stop that, that'd be cool. They're not going to stop that.
Yeah, and here's the thing: he's over here intentionally antagonizing the cops, and he's going to get mad when they come over and tell him to move along.
Yep. We can't be afraid of them.
Which, look, I've stood in front of the cops in the middle of a riot. And they're perfectly happy to have you there, as long as you shut your damn mouth.
Yeah. And they're content to let you protest, just as long as you're not throwing things at them.
Let's get it.
And, once you start making it personal about that individual officer, it's not his fault. Yeah, it might be partly his fault for being part of that organization, but he's not the guy who shot the dude. Right?
He should be a superhuman. He should let you spit in his face and just not care, because we hold cops to a higher standard.
Right now, stop, because I have something to say that's even more important than anything that's going on right now. My kids, the little watchers, just made me a blueberry smoothie, and it is the greatest.
Nice.
I am.
Why would you tell us that? Because none of us have a blueberry.
Well, that's
smoothie.
why. That's literally why.
Mostly to make us jelly.
You're a dick.
But be advised, my kids are making me a grand smoothie.
They get paid to sit here. I don't think that's right. I don't think we should be paying them to sit here and look at me. They should be doing something productive with their life.
They're making you a margarita.
But they not. They bored. They scared. They worried about us. The city of Akron. You want to know why? Because they done abused us a long, long time. They've been abusing us for a long, long time.
No, can we correct that? They're worried about you because you burn shit down.
Yeah. Hey, somebody's asking if we can dive. PD's asking, can we dive deep into Ray Epps and his FBI? I mean, like, we could, but, like, I'm not gonna lie. There's been multiple very large outlets that have done coverage of that recently, and I'm not sure what more we're gonna add to it.
Well, here's the thing too: is Ray Epps is also kind of a sure way to get your account yeeted here. But anyway, go ahead, Don.
Well, it's sort of the what else is there to say? I mean,
that's my point.
What do you want to hear? Turbo Fed is Turbo Fed.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to purposely get my account yeeted. I'm never going to try and do that on purpose, but I'm never going to, like, not speak the truth if I feel like it needs to be spoken. So if there was something I felt like I could add to the conversation, I would. But the fact is, like, that's literally it. Just glowy is glowy. I don't
you
know
know what?
More you want.
You know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give you an in-depth analysis. Ray Epps is a Fed.
Is a Fed.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's it.
Have a nice thank y'all for joining us.
Can I give both the other people on the stream with me a little bit of credit right now? Because this is a thing I've struggled with for years, right? Everyone on planet Earth is talking about a thing. Yes. Okay, there's nothing left to say. Yeah. Right? Like, once you have shown the picture of the Earth, what are you gonna do? You gonna show more pictures of the Earth? Like, it's round.
Well, look, if there was some kind of if there was some Listen, if there were some kind of developments in my circle, if I had one of my OSINT guys that was on the back end that was really feeding me some shit that nobody had heard before, look, I'd probably find a way to dress it up and give it to you guys. I don't know any more than you know at this point. You might even know more than I do.
I will give you. I'm going to give you a prediction based on the media coverage of Ray Epps in the last 48 hours. And if you don't know what that is, you might want to go look at it.
Yeah, you need to.
I suspect that the entirely fake person that Ray Epps is probably going to vanish. And he's going to have been killed by right-wing extremists. And he's going to reemerge under his real name somewhere else in the country.
Yep.
But they're going to claim that right-wing extremists killed Ray Epps.
Yep.
If you look at the video, they're saying, hey, he's being threatened. He has to move. He's had to hide. They're going to claim someone killed him.
Hey, Fallout. But always. Hold on. I've got it. Always has been.
I mean,
that was a staple gun. Susan,
how close do you want to?
No.
That's
there you go. There you go. Yeah. Well, it's one of the reasons I love being like this. Papa Hotep, welcome. Papa Hotep, would you like to join us, Papa? We would be honored to have you in here.
I don't know why you guys are talking about violent firearms.
I don't. Yeah, I mean that's a weird thing.
Who's talking about violent firearms? Joe, you fed.
You fed.
Hey guys, fellow insurrectionists, does anyone know how to make a bomb?
No.
Oh,
no.
Man.
Hey.
So there's a meme that goes around the place that shall not be named, because I think that's what I'm gonna start calling it. That is it like, hey, are you lonely? Would you like to build a bomb? Build a bomb. Build a bomb.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Or all of the random hot girls with guns in their hands on Twitter who are sending DMs about, oh my gosh, I just can't believe the way the country is. We should try to do something. Those are the feds.
You're a fed.
So
That's a flat fed. No, 100%. It's a trap.
It's like a 49-year-old fed sitting at his desk in Langley.
Yep.
Don't engage with that Twitter account.
So by the way, if you get DMs from these people, as I have, the fastest way to get rid of them is send them the "tell me more about BAH" memes.
Yeah.
At no point do you call them a fed, and yet they block you immediately.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Well, I had another guy. His account name was Militia Liaison, and he's just fed posts after fed posts after fed posts, and I'm like, bro, knock it off. That's not what we're here about. You're not going to get any one of us to do it. And he goes back and forth because, well, I just want to hear you say this, this, and this. I'm like, listen. Whatever they're paying you, it's not enough. I'm not going to say it. And he goes, are you insinuating I'm a fed? I said, no, I'm flat out saying you're a fed.
Right.
Then all of a sudden his tone changed and he became very nice and conciliatory. Now, if I called you a fed, Don, are you going to be very nice and conciliatory?
No, I'm going to be a straight up dickhead.
Exactly. I'm like, so you just confirmed that you're the fed, bro. Nice try.
Oh, man, because this is the thing. Is Don's background getting brighter? Is he glowing?
Don, you weren't on here last night, but I took the dogs out and I came back and I said, Watcher, I'm under federal surveillance. So Watcher goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I found a glowy bug on my porch.
Yep. Oh, that's it. That's it.
They're just flying around my yard, glowing. So all right, let's find something going down. That thing is ending. So this guy obviously wants to start something tonight. We need to be looking for him tonight. Is there a way to look at his account and see if he's around live?
Well, I'm gonna look here in a minute. If he was live, it would have told me. This is just this is the most recent thing he posted. But it looks like he walked for. It looks like he walked around for like half an hour, just fucking.
That's probably all he could walk around
by himself into this camera. So let's hear him sign off. I wonder. Yeah, he might get a little spicy.
That's part of the problem.
Here's how he's gonna sign off. I'm gonna step into Popeyes. I'll be back on later.
How do you set a rule for how I'm supposed to protest?
Was it wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
Man, I'm over the age of 21. I ain't on no probation.
Everyone at Hunter Cunningham.
I got no warrants and I got tight insurance. You could just ride.
You wish you could join you guys. Your baby's going bonkers. I know how that is, man. I know exactly how that is. I'm blessed with a Mrs. Watcher. Oh, yes, Don. Yes. Yeah, I like
Don,
that.
you're supposed to tell me that Hunter Cunningham is not a Fed.
That's our problem. That's why they put
well, it doesn't really matter.
That's Hunter in the background right there.
Oh, yeah. This is actually basically a picture of Hunter and I's last sit-down.
So it's not actually Hunter Cunningham, it's Hunter Hunting.
Oh, it's Fed.
I know I am, but we ain't saying.
Well, Anti-Commie can sit over here and claim he's not either, but I know he is a Fed because he works for the federal government.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Openly confirms he's a Fed and wants us to say he's not a Fed.
I know.
Come on. What kind of Feds do you think we are?
You ain't paying us enough for that anyway.
We can be peaceful as possible.
Yeah, look, by the way, till my Hilux gets here with the 50 cal, you're a Fed.
Hey, no, right? And I agree with Joe. I think if we're demanding Hilux, just because is the only way to go.
Well, that's fair. Look, I'm not that picky.
It shouldn't matter what time a curfew is. I shouldn't have a curfew.
Just something with a pintle mount and either a Dushka or a KPV.
We can take care of it.
Exactly. We'll figure it out.
Bros, hold on. Did you see that? Did you see that Turkish or the fucking Kurdish Hilux that they fit up with? They literally mounted a fucking artillery piece in the back of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
God
Dear Feds. Yes.
So, while we're looking for more, let me give my anti-Fed advice that I give quite regularly. If someone just is hunting you down and wants to join your group or wants to hang around with you, they're a Fed.
Yeah.
You had all the friends you needed when this whole thing started. So I had this guy who was like, hey, man, I bought your book. I was wondering if I could meet you and get it signed. So I'm like, sure, agent, whatever your last name is.
Right.
And he's like, oh, that's funny, dude. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So we go there, and, I meet him with several other people, and he's got his motorcycle helmet sitting on the table at this bar. So I walk up, and I pick up his motorcycle helmet, and I set it down in the chair next to him, and I sit across from him. He goes, was that in the way? I'm like, no, I just wanted to say how you reacted to me moving it, and you acted just like I thought you would. Signed the book, turned around, and walked out. And the guy has sent me several messages since then about, hey man, we should do this.
Sure. Live from Akron. This is Akron protests. Right. There's only 2 people watching, and he's just looking at some dumbass informational board. But here we go.
Yeah, but there were still history being made. There's still history.
Okay, I don't care. At least we got this. We'll keep it on the background.
It's got today's date. It says it's a protest.
By the way, dear Feds, while we're waiting on this, I've had a lot of people call me a Fed over the years. Enough that there is a whole contingent of the internet that thinks I'm Don the Fed. I'm more than happy to take your Fed bucks as long as they come in 155 millimeters with a cannon. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just send me your Fed bucks, and I'll Fed all over the internet.
Hey, Don, I want you to react what Beaver just put in the chat, in my chat, if you would.
Can't. Sorry, that's against Fed code.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, Beaver. We appreciate you.
What is she doing there? Yeah, I don't even know what's going on.
She's
right
getting
now.
weird on us.
Yeah,
Nitty's live.
Oh,
Hold on.
Nitty's live.
Oh, hold up. I'm not missing Nitty.
So Nitty, he does two things. He grifts and he tries to get the ladies, but he is always where there's something.
All right. Dear chat autists, and I know there's enough of you here by now, go find us the streams where there's violence. You know what you want.
Yeah.
You want to see
Look,
it. Go get them.
Yeah, you want to
Send them
see
me,
it, and
I'll send them to Watcher.
You want to see my normies react to it as well.
Yeah, get it and get it for us. So we have to do this. Most of you in the chat already know this, but there might be some new people in the chat who didn't.
Yeah.
But Nitty wears this shamag for a good reason. Nitty looks like a 45-year-old Somali. And if you don't know, if you've never been to Somalia, you don't know what that means. It means that he's got a lot of hair.
Hey, Don.
Below the ear line.
Hey, Don. Don, why would he possibly? I can't understand why he would hide such a thing. I mean, what is shamag? What even is that?
Frank. Seriously,
Frank.
Seriously,
Frank, just let it go. Frank, just let it go. You're gonna lighten your head by 10 pounds, my man.
Fallout Zone, you got it. He does need to just embrace the bald and shave it. I mean, wow.
Oh, man.
Well, my chat has said multiple times he's a Klingon, and he is. Like, he looks like a Klingon.
I'm like weeks out of shaving the head, which is why there's a sweet little cowlick right here, right? Dude, just cut it.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Oh, we've started this already, have we?
So what's going to happen is he's going to get that lady, and they're going to get back to wherever Frank Nitty is staying, probably the backseat of his car, and he's going to take off that shamag and she'll be like, whoa, wait. Deal breaker. Take me back to my car, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man.
LP, Nitty is headbutting champion as well. 3 years in a row.
Look, this.
You know what kills me about these guys?
I love Frank Nitty guys, but stop. Tuba Man killer flees Seattle hospital found naked in dumpster. I'm sorry, that is a showstopper. It is.
Okay, Don, what were you saying? That's classic.
You know what kills me about these people is I've been to a bunch of these protests, and I don't go in costume in any sort of sense. I just go as me.
Yeah.
Seeing a big beard hanging out, usually wearing a pleb t-shirt, pleb hat. You know how many water bottles that are frozen and blah 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 I get thrown at me? Like it's a ton.
See,
yeah,
that's the thing, Don. You and I were talking about that because you saw it because you were out there exposed as you were. I was out there with reporters.
And it was like because I was watching every live feed that existed at the time and helping to record it because I thought that maybe there might actually be someone in some federal agency somewhere that would do anything about it.
Care.
Except for put
Yeah,
me
and there is.
well, no, they did care. They cared enough to put me on a list.
So the thing is like when the media saw it, like, oh, he only got hit with a water bottle. Why did he fall down and act like he was unconscious? Dude, he got hit with,
getting hit with a brick.
Yeah. That's no joke, man. So that's why I tell everyone, watch the flying bottles. It's not a water bottle. That is literally a brick coming at your face.
It is.
So
it's pretty equivalent to someone throwing a brick at your head. And that's people act like it's not a big deal, but just freeze a bottle of water and hit yourself in the hand with it and get back to it.
So Nitty,
go back to that Akron protest one.
Yeah,
It's like it's in a car.
It's not live anymore, so I want to figure out what he's like. If we can, I'd like to listen near the end and see if he says what they're doing. Oh, that's it. So I guess it hasn't finished uploading, so I can't replay it.
But the other there's a live one right there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not live anymore.
Well, the screen just said it was. Let me turn this Dearborn Police off.
Here's just 3 minutes from Nitty. It was in the back of a car. Oh, hey, there's no... Hold on. We can't even listen to what he's saying. They do that on purpose, by the way.
They really do.
They do. That's why they put right there, I don't own copyrights to the music.
So understand this, all of you who are watching what we're doing, be like, yeah, man, I could be that guy. So I got a stream copyright for F Donald Trump because a guy was rolling through protests playing F Donald Trump. And it took me like 6 months to get them to overturn the strike, which, if you've never been on YouTube, means that the strike had already expired, and I was still arguing with them.
So
Yeah.
please do not crucify me for what I'm about to say. Okay?
Let's hear it.
We can continue to function. Lock 3 is open. We had a great time tonight. The Michael Jackson tribute band was fantastic. Homogenation was fantastic. We covered both. And
Yeah, clearly.
it was
Clearly.
fun. We had a good time. We had a good time.
You did call that, Watcher. It was a
The
Michael
protesters,
Jackson tribute
yeah.
band.
There was a group of about 30 to 40, roughly. They were outside the Lock 3 area.
Oh no!
And,
Wait, you've been holding riots and protesters and called for heavy hitters to come in, and you're going
They
to
were
say
outside the Lock 3
they were
area.
causing disruptions outside
I
of
went
your
and I spoke with the
outside of
leader
your
of the
Michael
protest.
Jackson impersonator?
So-
Agreed
How
that
could
were
they?
not gonna come in and not
Lance
cause a
Corporal Veteran
problem.
is dropping another
I
worthwhile
then
PSA.
worked to
If
communicate
you are
that
ever
information
walking
with
down a
Second
street
5
near a
and to
protest
Lock
and
3
you see a bunch of
and to
cans of
try and
soup on the
get
road,
concert
get your
to
ass out of
because
there.
Run.
this
Yes.
They are going
Yes.
to get
was
thrown
not
at you.
coming out.
Well, that was
And
that.
At some point, the band decided.
Hold on,
again,
hold on.
I probably had a minor role in that, but the band decided, okay, let's do this. So they went ahead and proceeded with the concert. Okay, they were really good. If you go back and watch the video, they were awesome. Okay, the Michael Jackson impersonator, he was really good at dancing, decent at singing. But I mean, come on, who sings Michael? So.
He's
once
like,
that
I'd
was
really kind of like
going
half my
on,
money back.
some of the protesters then made their way into the Lock 3 arena, and they were protesting in front of the stage. So, fists up, sharing their message, and the guy that was the Michael Jackson singer acknowledged them.
Once we're done with this, I've got something we got to watch.
You can go
This
back,
is
check
insane.
The tape. Go back, check the tape.
Pretty sure he's wearing a
And,
bulletproof vest, by the way.
You can see that he acknowledges them, and he says,
Yeah, the
He
way
is.
he's sitting is kind of funny.
He's wearing a
Yeah.
soft armor
It's a
vest.
soft.
He says, I'm sorry about what you guys are going through. Thank you for
Hey,
sharing.
while
your
we're on the
thoughts.
topic of
Thank you for
feds,
not disrupting the concert.
Right.
Hey,
seriously, guys, this is something
and
to
that's
look
how it
for. The
proceeded.
bulkiness
And
between
they
the
went
level of
from
his
there,
actual
okay?
body
Once
and the
concert
stickiness
was
of a
over, I
t-shirt.
went back
He is
outside.
wearing
At that point,
soft
the
body
protesters
armor.
had,
So right
started
above the
protesting
E, you
more,
can see where the indent is.
fervently,
Yep.
Right,
feverishly.
'Cause as he
Like,
talks,
it
as
was
he
like-
moves around,
They elevated.
you
because
can see that it
people are
bends
walking
in
out
the
now, right? So
wrong
they want
way.
their voices.
That said,
Right.
this guy is wearing
And
soft
they
body
have
armor.
every
He's not
right.
wearing hard body
You
armor.
ready? They
Yeah.
have every right.
But
to
that
raise
implies
their
he knew
voices.
something was going to
They're
happen.
protesting. That's what a protest
Or
is.
at least thought
Okay?
so.
But
No,
in
I
the
won't kid you. I
meantime,
walked into
I
protest wearing
decided
hard
to go
body.
live to share.
And I've worn
that
soft many
is
times,
what was
but
happening
this guy's complaining
across
about people protesting,
the
yet
street
he
from
organized the whole thing,
where the
and he's
protest was
wearing
happening in
armor.
front of Lock
Yeah.
3, Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. If you see a protest organizer that's wearing
That's what
armor,
things
it's not the
changed.
same thing as a guy carrying
Okay.
camera wearing body armor.
Two
Right,
protesters
exactly right.
came at me
So, Watcher, we'll probably need to clip
kind
this
of
later.
sideways.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like,
And I will
guys,
probably do a profile on this guy, too.
I'm here to try and share your story.
Oh,
They told
the
me
other
I was
thing,
not allowed to film.
you're probably
Why
going to
am
need
I
to
filming?
pause to
Why
actually
is
see this.
330 to go profiting off of this? They started
His
on
shoulders,
information that
right,
I had.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see the
that's
strap.
where I saw it was
Not
the shoulder
knowing
straps.
The
After I
dark
had shut
straps
off my
are
live,
100%
that they were
guaranteed.
recording
And
me
by the
under
way,
their-
I don't care what shirt you're wearing,
they're
you
recording
can't hide
me
it
on their
once you
phone
start sweating.
underneath,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
We're
you know
doing
what?
all
Here's the
kinds
other
of
thing,
weird
too.
stuff.
Well, first of all, that's where Under
We
Armour
do
comes
have a
from,
lot of
right?
information
Under Armour
that's
was meant to be
coming in
worn
that is not
literally
public
under armor.
Under Armour.
What's written on his back window?
That's how
It's
this
the name of his brand. It's
Okay.
330
Yeah.
to go,
And
330
we
to
don't
go. I think,
disseminate
guys,
that
I was
until
wrong. I don't think
330
this,
is the area code.
Because right
so
now,
I
it
think
is
this
not
guy might just be a
necessary.
citizen journalist rather than
Let me
a
be
rather than
very,
an
very,
organizer.
very
I
clear with
might have
what our
misunderstood
role
some of
is
the
with
stuff that I
330.
saw earlier. So
No,
let's-
he's saying our role.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Here's
Hold on,
the
let's
big
listen.
And
reveal.
the guy we
We
got.
are neutral.
So
and we don't
understand
want
that
our
at
city
best, this is
to
the
have
baked
issues.
Alaska thing.
We want
He's
peace.
half journalist,
And we
half
want-
activist.
we
Yeah,
as
I'd say
a
that's probably
network want
about
people to sit down
accurate,
and
but we don't know what
And
side of
here's
that
the
is
thing,
coming
too,
from.
is the fact that he's wearing body armor reflects that latent racism of the left, right? I'm gonna go support my people, but I'm gonna wear body armor.
I'm sharing your message. Bro.
And by the way, if you are expecting to get shot at by the cops and you know anything about body armor, you're wearing hard body armor.
Yes,
a fact.
Okay.
A lesson a poor young man in Minneapolis learned the other day when he stepped in front of his window not wearing body armor and a sniper killed him.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got to find that quote from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's so fucking good.
I'm wearing my Kevlar. Why am I wearing my Kevlar? Because I've gotten 6 death threats in the last 2 weeks. So for everyone that was questioning on the last video, why am I wearing Kevlar? That's why. Tell your people. Tell whoever.
So that tells you hard this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Tell whoever it is to stop threatening the messenger. We're just trying to share the story, right?
Yeah. Well, you haven't even got any of the good spicy streams, dummy.
You feel me?
You feel me? Oh my! This dude is gonna get shot tonight.
He is. So before we watch him sign his own death warrant.
By the way, he is going to be very surprised when something other than a pistol round goes straight through that vest like it's not even there.
Well, no, like stop, because hold on, because it's even worse than that.
Not you were going to be surprised. He's going to be very surprised.
I know, but here's the thing: not even pistol, because a 45 will defeat that at close range easily.
Unlikely, just because 45 is slow.
Yeah, 45 is slow, but. Like 5.7.
There's a lot of hot rounds. There's a lot of hot rounds that'll punch that.
Yeah, the hot 9 stuff. God forbid you start talking about 5.7 type stuff. But nobody's shooting that, right? So you could reasonably expect standard 38, standard 9, and standard 45 to be what that vest takes. Which it will probably stop all of them. I don't know exactly who he's wearing. But...
Well, yeah. And the important point is that the standard 9 that the average civilian has is the 115 grain that it will stop. But a NATO 9 is 124 or 135 grain that it will not stop.
Exactly. Or if it does, it's still cutting into you.
And that's the other thing that I want people to know is you can get body armor all you want, but when a bullet hits the vest and doesn't penetrate your skin, you still got shot. You're still taking all those foot-pounds of energy. Yeah. You're still out of the fight. You're having broken ribs, broken bones.
Best case scenario, you feel like you got hit with a bat.
Yeah.
So I can't find the exact clip, but my favorite thing about negotiations was from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where the guy they have playing the negotiator says, "Negotiations is just 2 liars lying to each other until one of them steps too close to a window."
Oh, fuck right off.
Yeah.
Though that's the kind of thing, right? Like the Dallas, what was that guy? The Dallas Black Lives Matter shooter dude.
Yeah, Black Hebrew Israelite dude.
Yeah, they took that guy alive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I mean, look, that's the same. Honestly, though,
no, they blew him up with a bomb, didn't they?
No, they took that guy alive.
No, they took him alive.
I mean, they did also blow him up with a bomb, but he lived.
They should have just shot him.
Yes.
People that broke windows.
Oh,
a couple weeks ago, were arrested.
Broke windows, bro.
And were fined, and were.
Yeah, that was actually a rare case where they called the bomb squad, and the bomb squad's like, "What do you want us to defuse?" Like, "Nah, fam, we need you to build something right quick."
So stop calling people that on our network.
Do you have one that maybe you didn't blow up last time? This could go a little faster.
No questions asked.
One hanging around. Can we put it on a drone or something?
I had a really good conversation with.
Oh God, have you seen that fucking video of those Ukrainian guys arming a grenade, pulling the spoon out and putting it in the cup for the drone to drop, and then fucking? Have you not seen this?
I haven't seen it.
Stop! I'm gonna find it.
City of Akron.
What?
Stop! Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
And its citizens, no matter what color they are, get along.
So I just mentioned that in my book that I just wrote about arming drones with grenades, but we won't have any grenades because we're good guys.
Yeah, that's correct.
Really?
So hold up, we're gonna pause this guy because it's way less interesting than what I'm about to show you. Make sure my DMs are closed. Here you go.
Hear or see about.
Oh, fuck right off, Ukraine.
What I was saying, offline.
Oh, I didn't mute him. So ready?
That's exactly.
There we go.
It was conjecture.
We
were talking offline.
Yeah. So start up that drone. There you go. Oh.
Very disappointed.
Oh shit!
One more time. One more time. It's just it. Oh. Ah!
It's funny twice. Vasily, I said do not let go of that part.
Oh, motherfucker.
Where I don't feel I need to work on.
Oh, natural selection at its finest.
Stop threatening.
So, all right, so we can move from this guy to go back to one of the lives.
Well, this is that was live, and that was one of the only ones I could see right now. But we'll go find it. So it does sound like, judged on the threats that he's receiving and that kind of stuff, it sounds like things are gonna go hot. It sounds like they're not happy about the amount of outside attention.
No. Hold on. I've been doing this way too long. I don't give a shit how many threats you get or claim to get more accurately. I don't care how many shit posters tell you they're gonna eat your mother or whatever they're telling you. Bullets or get the fuck out. All right. Like I have openly been told while live on stream that I was doxxed by Antifa and that they had put me on a hit list. At which point I said, show me the docs, show me the hit list. Right. Because this is how the internet lets things get out of hand.
True.
Oh my God, someone in my chat said I was doxxed by Antifa and they were going to put me on a hit list. So I unironically just pulled up a web browser.
But this is not
my name doxed.
I agree, but this is not information all by itself. This is adding on to a weeks-long information of monitoring Akron and watching big players come in and spend money to stay in there from outside town and putting in calls for big hitters and all this other kind of stuff. What I'm saying is, he at least seems to, and look, he's not on their clear list of streamers. Like that's pretty obvious because he has been getting harassed at different places that he's gone to. Like Nitty doesn't get harassed. He does.
Everybody gets harassed to some degree or another, right? Look, I'm not some ridiculously giant name, but what was that stupid Antifa site?
It's going down.
Yeah.
TurboFed wants to know if you'll sign his book, Joe.
I said sign it to Ray.
They've got a restreaming site that they do, and all it is it ports other people's streams.
Yeah, woke.net.
Yeah, that's it, woke.net. I personally have been on woke.net for literal hours. It's very exciting. Every time you get near Antifa, tons of lasers come your way.
It says they've got 25 waiting at woke.net right now.
Yeah, they're expecting something to happen.
Yeah.
So
their people wouldn't be on there unless they got that secret text message. You know what I mean?
25 is not an indication that place is waiting for something. A couple hundred is, but 25 is not.
Well, when I was on here earlier, we only had like 5. Then again, it is getting later in the evening, though. So
it says they're now viewing Facebook.com/intermediate media.
That's going to be an old one, and that would have been the last time they were streaming. It does that's an automated message that they do every time they switch sources.
Exactly. And so, I mean, like, okay, I hope that we're all right and something exciting is going to happen. But my experience being what these guys were streaming does not suggest that that's the case. And by the way, if you are ever lucky enough to be broadcast on woke.net, everywhere you go, you will see 5,000 green lasers, and Antifa will be gunning for you. When the Donald.win was still a thing, they would basically repost anything that was a live stream on the Donald.win to woke.net. Just how it worked.
Isn't the Ashley Fox chick the one who carries the knife?
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I think that's right.
The one who like threatened to stab the one dude. I'm just kind of scrolling through some of their people.
Let me look up Jayland, because they sometimes post it under that. And they had a thing going saying they were going to protest, and then they just went off. Like, Nitty went live for 3 minutes.
And that's probably the warning, right? Hey, we fought. He's obviously with a group walking. I got Ethan Lucas listed here. I know a little something about Ethan Lucas. Oh, he changed
Hold
his.
up. Nitty did this 3 hours ago. We need your help, Akron, Ohio. Jalen Walker shot over 60 times. Let's see if he says what they're doing tonight in this.
Now.
Y'all need y'all to share this. Alright? It's a lot going on I can't talk about. But you know if I'm talking, it's a reason.
Hold up. There's a lot going on he can't talk about, but we know if he's talking, there's a reason. Chat, I think we should listen.
I need y'all to share this right now. Share. It's very important. What's going on? Downtown at the police station right now. So, please share this.
Come on, get to the good.
All right. Now, y'all know I've been in Akron for like a week or two, right?
Yes,
y'all
we know.
That, right?
We know.
Y'all know I've been here like 2 weeks.
Yes.
I've been here for like 2 weeks. And we've been watching. Y'all been watching everything and how everything go, right? Now, they just said, they said they don't do gun residue tests no more, right? Y'all listen, I want y'all to understand what's going on.
You're going to say that? You're literally going to mute yourself.
No, so they basically said this man fired a weapon. And the reason that they shot 100 rounds at him was because he fired a weapon. But they did no test to see if he ever fired a weapon.
Because they literally don't do them anymore.
Made it outside of the car. Okay?
Again, Nitty, none of that makes any sense. Nobody cares.
Right.
And this is me trying to be as transparent as possible without saying too much.
Okay.
You're not seeing a lot of protests because it's been very difficult on a lot of the individuals here, even me, to keep things going.
Oh, chat, did we call that shit or what? I've been saying that they can't get the numbers out on the ground. They can't keep the intensity going. So why is he still there?
It sounds like he's calling for people to come.
We planning something really, really, really big for Wednesday. I'm going to tell y'all what that is.
Wednesday? Wednesday? What the fuck are you doing on a Wednesday? How desperate are you getting?
We're planning something for Wednesday. Jalen Walker's birthday. We're planning something really big for Jalen Walker's birthday. And we need your support. I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all know how I do. I want jump houses. I want to make sure that it's a lot for kids going on. I want to get hula hoops. I'm being able to actually be turned loose right now. I'm able to do my thing. And y'all know how it is when I do my thing. So I really need y'all help, okay? I don't have it. Just being honest.
This is literally just grift.
We have been going through a lot because the protesters have not been getting anything as far as funding is concerned. They haven't been getting any help. It's not like they've been getting a lot.
Okay, let me tell you my read on this. It's grift.
He wants money.
It's grift. He wants money, but let's listen because he is saying some things that are important there. Last time,
like they're not getting any funding.
Exactly, they're not getting any funding from the big ups on top, which is saying to me that the feds and the powers that be don't actually want the riots right now, which is why we're not seeing them.
Possible.
They've been going out of their own pocket. They haven't been paying their bills. I'm just giving you all straight transparency. So the one thing I wanted to do was, as far as the people that follow me was, and I told them was, one thing I wanted to do was take care of the jump houses. For sure I want to take care of the jump houses. Food and stuff like that, we might figure it out as we go.
All right, man, turn it down. It turns itself up, I'm not sure why.
You're going to figure out where you could bring that to. You can inbox me for that. Anybody else that want to help. But we basically, we need help pulling this thing off. And y'all already know how I get down, so we done did this before. Anybody that want to support, that's how you support right there.
Here's the truth. He needs gas money to get back to Kenosha.
Yo,
that's what he needs.
Homeboy's having a hard time. He bet on the wrong horse, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like the Jalen Walker thing was pretty explainable by don't fucking shoot at the cops.
What?
But a secondary thing on that might be, I think also the rubes have wised to the play, and they're
not giving them all the money they were before.
Yep. All right, it's hard times out here. We in a recession. All right, guys. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna transition. We're gonna go watch that S2 video real quick.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna.
50 minutes? Never mind. We're not watching a 50-minute S2 video. Sorry,
no, it's a pretty long one. Everyone should just watch that one.
Yeah, go. I'm gonna drop S2's channel. If you're not already subscribed to S2, you really need to be. He does some of the very best updates. If you're a mapophile, I know we've got some mapophiles. He does like full 45-minute map segments on the U.S. alone.
You could sign up to get his slides sent to you daily too.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I like S2 a lot. Let's go laugh at T-Rex arms. How to shoot a rifle in 10 minutes? Oh, this one. An hour? Oh, I can't do an hour with T-Rex arms, dude. I'll rip my fucking eyes out. Well, I mean, we're not ending it, chat. It's just there's not much, like, we're not seeing anything. I did hear that there might be more events going on in Salem, but let me look and see if I can actually find anything.
Hey, the Michigan Socialist Rifle Association wants you to know that they're not a militia.
Check. All right. I mean, are they in my chat or like what?
No. I'm reading their website.
Oh,
that pretty much confirms that they are indeed a militia.
Like 100%. Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's my read on that situation. So as far as live streams from Salem, I ain't got dick. I was hearing that Anti was going to do a separate event after they got BTFO'd earlier, but I'm getting nothing. Let me see if I can get anything from Akron. Live. I mean, I got like bird feeder cams. Chat, that's about it.
Yeah, I found a bunch of those before too.
It's Minneapolis.
I'm looking at some of these activist accounts and I'm not getting anything. Let's see. What about a cat with news?
He's usually pretty decent. Or what about that other one who is soap something? Family soup.
Yeah. There he is. Sean Beckner Carmichael.
So I got this.
I'm sure he's
a
furry. Anyway, carry on.
Got this from 8 minutes ago. Girl on the left called the black woman a blank at a protest in Akron. Okay. Wow. Oh boy.
They're just resharing Nitty's stuff.
That's about it, yeah. So even Family Soup isn't live on the ground, guys. I don't know what to say. That dude is almost always live. Man, we've been let down again. Akron. I'm gonna call it. I think Akron's dead. I don't think anything's gonna happen in Akron now.
Yeah, a cat with news is at one in L.A., but there were 1 million cops there, and they left.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we've seen the powers that be really crack down in the way that they should on these protests to stop them early, and I mean, if that's not an indication of that things were allowed to spiral out of control on purpose last time, I don't know what is.
Santa Monica PD SWAT team appears to be having a mustache growing contest. That is actually a thing, Chad, just so you know.
We'll look up Santa Monica SWAT and see what I get up here.
There was
they're all just the only things I can find are them in their like riot gear and shit.
Yeah, they're dealing with Patriot Pride event in Santa Monica.
Ah.
That was 4 hours ago. There was a little bit of confrontation, but not much. Has anybody seen Thomas Rousseau and the Fed Boys?
So, Comrade Ohio posted this.
Is that the guy we were talking to or watching last night?
I think maybe.
Yeah, I think that was his name.
So, look, he posted this not that long ago. They might actually still be running around. TurboFed. How do we donate pineapple pizza to these street organizers?
That's beautiful. That is actually beautiful. We need to make that happen.
I feel like these are the kind of people who would like pineapple pizza.
Yeah. Communists. Yes. I see you got the cold medicine out.
I do.
So then they broke
I even
out.
have high class cold medicine out.
Right? But I have a problem. This is my problem.
It's a bad problem to have.
Makes you feel any better. You can't see because it's clear, but it's only here.
Yeah, but you know what? This is American anyway. It's time to switch to the Irish, which is the only proper whiskey.
So, Joe, are you aware of Middleton Very Rare?
Well, I'm aware of it. I haven't had any.
I will see if I can track some down.
Okay. All right. So, on that note, NC Scout came to town here, right? And he's like, I know you like your Irish whiskey, but I'm going to get you some Scottish. And we went to this Irish bar, and they had Scotch whiskey. And we paid like $180 for 2 shots of this, some Balmoral type stuff. Oh, my God. Dude, it was amazing. It was pretty good.
Balvenie?
Balvenie, that's what it was. Balvenie.
Oh, man. You paid $180 for 2 shots?
It was one of the ones in a case. I don't know what kind. It was some variety of it.
So, all right. I'm going to bring you some Balvenie Double Wood as well.
Okay.
Right. And you're going to pay me $50 a shot, and you're going to be happy about it.
Am I?
Yes.
Sure.
And after the first shot that you pay for, I'm going to stop charging you because you will have bought the bottle.
Nice. Well, we drank that. We drank some Jameson Orange, and then I really don't know beyond that because the night kind of wore on. By the time we got to a campfire, we were probably drinking Evan Walker, so I don't know.
Ooh.
So it looks like at least 3 hours ago we had the helicopter up.
Well,
so
I don't think anything's gonna happen. I'm just saying, like I'm just adding stuff I'm finding as I look through.
Where is he right now? I thought he was live.
That guy, no, that was just a 3-minute cutout.
But here's the thing: Nitty was live, and they were marching, and they were shouting.
And then Nitty cut himself off. Yeah, he cut the stream.
It tells us something is happening.
There's sort of the problem because something is happening is not specific.
This is true.
And I will say I've walked away from protests that turns into riots later, but they really didn't look like it. Like, you know, hey, I've been here for 5 hours and everyone is sitting around singing Kumbaya. I'm leaving.
Yeah. And you can never tell. So.
You're right. 3 hours later, someone lights something on fire. Like, well, look, I wasn't going to stay there for 8 hours for one fire. Fuck off. But
so this was Nitty's most recent, and I guess we should probably kind of look up into this area and see what he was doing when before he started pointing the camera solely at himself like an idiot. Oh, look, there was maybe a little bit of stuff going on here.
So what time zone is Akron in?
Isn't that the guy that we just saw getting bullied? Right there? Oh.
Here.
You're gonna have to go back a little further.
When he switches over. That 330 guy. That's him. That's 330 right there.
Told you he was gonna get his ass kicked tonight.
I know you are. Those two dudes came at me sideways. I'm like, what are you doing? That guy too. Hold on. We'll just talk. We'll just We'll just talk.
Is that why the other guy went back to his car to complain?
I think that's literally what's going on here. So look, that guy had 800 people watching him complain in his car. People are watching Akron tonight. That's all I'm saying. Like, we're not the only ones who feel like something's going on here.
Yeah.
But Nitty spends a lot of time just filming himself doing nothing.
He sure as fuck does. It's incredibly annoying.
Where's he going?
I wish I had time to go up there.
I think he's trying to target this guy, right? He's trying to get good video images of him.
Well, and not only that, but like his stream is more successful than Nitty's stream. So why wouldn't Nitty try and shut this guy down?
Yeah.
But that looked like a targeting move to me, you know?
I mean, that is how you get pictures of guys that you want hits on.
And this is literally how that whole thing in Portland went down, right? A couple of streamers ID'd the guy. A couple other dudes boxed him out. Then they killed him.
Well, and chat brings up a good point. Nitty films himself quite often to avoid filming, not necessarily Antifa, because Nitty mostly runs around with BLM. But he films himself to avoid filming BLM people doing things they should not do.
Well, so there is a lot of that goes on with these people. And I will say they get pissed off when you film them.
Yes.
So.
Look at...
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. If I
rolled
rolled up in my tiny ass rural community and these many people were protesting, it still wouldn't barely register. This is nobody.
That guy we were watching with the flag was just right there.
He sure was.
Well, there's
how big of a city is Akron?
Akron, it's a suburb of Cleveland, so 115,000.
Jesus. This many people protesting in my county of 20,000 I would not care.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people.
This might have been the 60 some odd people out in front that guy was complaining about.
I don't know, they pressed one of the streamers so they didn't know who he was, and he fucking went off like a motherfucker. Like, dude, I'm here to film you guys. I'll pack my shit up and never film again. He's like, Frank, what's going on? Come on, bro. What the fuck's going on with these people? Like, they were just real. Somebody approached him really rude and was like he was the police or something. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm here to help y'all. You know, I'm getting death threats and shit. So he was just really he was hyperventilating. He had he was freaking out about it. So then he recognized me, and then I was trying to help resolve the situation, and we moving forward. He welcomed the ground here and all that other stuff, but that's what happened.
So they're all about their rights and their freedoms, but they are certainly not about anyone else's.
No, don't mistake who these people are, right? They're about the excuse to you that will let them keep going.
Yep. What happened, Watcher?
I don't know. I think we lost him.
No, I was just muted. Sorry. And I was trying I was trying to answer Willem Corgi. My man he doesn't look like a Klingon. My man is a Klingon.
He literally is a Klingon.
Convince me otherwise. You can't.
He's the one that failed out of all the combat shit.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't have that double-bladed sword thing, because he never made it that far. Why are they driving with the door open?
Well, they might be trying to do this caravan bullshit again, because they've been doing that all week.
Because Black Lives Matter, Joe. Because Black Lives Matter.
Did you forget?
I don't know how I could have, but I did. I gotta give him props though, because that's not easy to do with a flag.
Nope. takes a lot of work too.
It depends on how long he's doing it, right?
Yeah,
he hasn't been going very long. If he's doing that for the next 30 minutes, all right, very well.
It's like you'll both get this one. All right, front sight post on the finger, hold it out there. It's pretty similar to that.
Yeah. It looks weak, but God, does it suck.
No.
Or your blankets. Need to beat out your blankets, boys. Shake them blankets. After about 25 minutes, you're gonna die.
Wait,
So
did the cops close in on
right.
him? Is that what we're hearing here?
No, that's not a cop. That's
a loudspeaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, they're just rolling around in a caravan and walking.
Yeah. Funny enough, thus far, this is actually just obnoxious and stupid, but just protesting.
Well, I think that's another reason, too, why they like to keep the video zoomed in on them, so you don't see how little the damn protest is.
Yes.
But I guarantee you, the minute I turned my car around and started driving the wrong way on a one-way street in the downtown area, I'd have like 36 cops swooping in and boxing me in and arresting me. But they can. Privilege, bro. Privilege.
Hey, so it looks like if you guys are interested, if you want to see Antifa get dusted up earlier, it looks like that that video from the Honky Tonk Bar is still up. Let me check, make sure.
Well, let me step away for a second, but yeah, let's go through that. I don't think Don's seen it, so I'll be right back.
Oh no, it's the wrong one.
Don't you have it?
I do. If you want to watch all my previous commentary,
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
The street security there. Well, Antifa showed up at a honky tonk bar in Salem today, and it. Oh, Don, I gotta show you then. Fuck, it was so good, Don. Oh, Don. So it's an actual biker hangout bar, like not just like the one where people say like, oh, that's a biker bar because like some weekend warriors come there occasionally. No, this is like an actual multiple biker gangs have a truce that you can all go hang out at this bar kind of bar. Okay.
I used to live next to one of those bars.
Very
and
safe
by next
place.
to, I mean, there was an apartment complex and a bar.
Yeah.
And I lived in this apartment complex.
Yeah. No, I know exactly. Those end up being like incredibly safe apartments, except from the bar patrons.
Right.
Right.
Incredibly safe apartments and bars, as long as you piss off no one in the bar.
Yeah, I was gonna say from everyone except the bar patrons. But no one else is coming around. No crackhead is coming into that neighborhood to come jack your TV.
Oh man, so not to entirely digress here, but that biker bar and thus my apartment complex at the time were all in Russian mafia territory. Oh my God, were there rules?
Yeah. So there weren't even dope dealers. Yeah. Okay.
No. I saw one. He was very obviously a crackhead and working on dealing crack, and then I saw him once and never again.
So I'll show you the setup. This is and Portland Andy was there. Bless his hide. I fucking love Portland Andy for the things that he lets me see. He showed him showing up, and he split him into 3 videos. He showed himself showing up, and then while he was there, you know what, Don? I'm gonna give you the play-by-play, even though we can't see the video again, and I'll explain why during it. Okay?
Oh no.
So he shows up, and the honky tonk, he didn't know what to expect at all, because all he's heard is it's a biker bar, and Antifa says they're Nazis, and there's an event here that's being held by the former head of ICE and the Arizona politician and some social media lady, and they're going to come talk about how bad shit is on the border. And so Antifa decides they're going to come. You know how it is with Antifa. It's like how it used to be on the old anonymous boards, where like anybody can suggest an op, and then it's only anonymous if people decide to go, right?
Pretty much.
So one particular shithead who Andy has separated out, and we'll go through his thread later, had a particular bone to pick with this thing, but apparently nobody else in the community did, because only 11 shitheads showed up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Somebody about to get jacked.
Oh buddy. So here's the thing though, because it gets even better, it's even more mimetic, is that Andy shows up, and the biker bar is sweet as could be. Like, you couldn't even imagine it, brother. They were saying, hey guys, we've actually got free hot dogs out there for anybody who wants to come and participate, because this, you know, we're not only are we doing this event, but we're also doing a Veterans and Heroes Appreciation Day. If, like, we appreciate everybody's service, and we're throwing all the hot dogs out, and we're also going to have a hot dog eating contest.
Yep.
And so he's sitting there, and they're starting the hot dog eating contest, and the bar owner lady is explaining the previous protest that had happened at a hot dog eating contest, and how Joey Chestnut had choked that guy out while he still ate 22 hot dogs. And as she's talking about that, you start to hear Antifa's bullhorn from across the fucking street. It's the most mimetic thing in the world, man. And so all of a sudden, Andy turns around and goes outside, and you see a little bit of an exchange, and the bikers do that thing where like, first of all, the guy they chose on the bullhorn, like, sometimes they've got people who can actually raise some ire, and you're like, fuck, I don't even want to listen to this guy, he's pissing me off, right? But this was not one of those guys. This guy, like, legitimately was on the level of, you guys are all racist poo-poo heads. I can't even believe it.
Can I interrupt you for just a moment?
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I see you in chat, and as a tribute to you, I have this.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that. Hey, Ron, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. We really appreciate seeing you here. Any day at the range is a good day. Not a joke. Oh, biker bitch took an Antifa. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I can't show it to him because, again, we'll get there in the story. We will understand why we don't have the video.
Go.
So they're doing the whole, like, they're across the street from the bar on patrons' cars sort of thing, like trying to hide behind them and doing the bullhorn thing. And so the bikers do the thing that they did with, like, they started doing it way back in the day when that fucking fundamentalist Baptist group would show up and protest veterans' funerals and stuff.
Yeah.
So where they
Westboro Baptist Church.
That's the one.
Where they rev the engines over the top of them, and then he finally stopped revving the engines because him not letting this stupid dumb fuck on the microphone talk had driven him to a state where he was just barking and trying to make motorcycle noises through the megaphone. And so they stopped because, like, you could hear it and you're like, wait, is he really doing that? Hold on. And so then I'm not sure what he said that got our player one started. But he definitely got
player one.
A biker there at the bar. Hold on, I've got some photos because I took some stills. Let me see. I've got player one recorded here. Actually, hold on.
You need to link me this stream for my edification.
I will. It's private, and I will send it. I will send it to you on private. But what I'm going to do, actually, because chat forced me to open a locals, and so I'm going to clip the fight part of the stream, and I'm going to put it on the paid portion of my locals. Because we did some great commentary, but let me find.
So by the way, chat, and I haven't looked into this for a couple of years. Forcing someone to make a locals, dear Dave Rubin, dear Rumble, locals is fucking garbage on the creator side. It just hands down.
It's not great.
It sucks.
But here's the thing: chat wanted to give me money, and they're pissed that YouTube won't monetize me yet. And so
they could all just send me money and I'll make sure it gets to you.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
After taking my 100% cut.
So
right after I buy my repeater.
Show production, right? Riot Watch, weekend watching, 5-6. So first of all, let's go through, because we actually, did I not save our meme? Chat, I'm going to be so sad if I didn't save our meme with their names on it. I didn't save the meme with their names on it. Don't worry, chat. We all know who they were. Chat came and named all of them individually. So we've got Bandit and Goomba, and then we've got Waldo here because he was hiding behind Ash Ketchum, the speaker.
Important.
Pardon. And then, of course, we've got Fanny Pack here. Doesn't this look like a real threatening crowd? And then Baldo.
Look, I'm terrified by the picture, okay?
I agree. And then Karen.
What it looks like is people who left the adult daycare.
Brother. And
looks like that trip that goes to the mall where they take the people from the group home to the mall.
And then
that.
And then if you notice,
what it is they all took off their blue helmets.
If you notice, well, no, Goomba's got his blue helmet right here, but Goomba disappeared, despite being the only one with actual protective gear on. As soon as shit started, Goomba fucking melted. Boy was gone.
Well, that is the correct tactical answer, right?
So
is no matter how much gear you're wearing, no matter how much of a badass you say you are, hide behind the people without gear.
Well, having come into the middle of this video, I guarantee you that Ash Ketchum's hat is above the bar.
Oh,
right
it is.
now.
It is.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, 100%. So this guy right here, we did name him Swamp Squatch. And you'll understand why, because he snuck up on us. We weren't able to see him, but oh boy, he a big one. Oh boy, he a big one. And I don't mean yoked, I just mean, oh buddy. Second helpings. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a few others in here I haven't mentioned. They're all kind of hiding behind cars and whatnot. But so we've got player 1 here. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's safe to assume that player 1 is involved in potentially a private motorcycle club. I think that's probably a fair assumption.
Probably fair. Yeah.
At least something that calls itself one.
Right? I would say that, right? So player 1 had way more than enough. I think that's because player 1 spoke with a distinctly heavily Mexican accent. And they were saying stuff like, y'all are dumb fucks. My buddy over here, we've snuck him over the border 3 separate times now. Y'all can't stop us. And that is when player 1 decided he had way more than enough.
No.
So
no.
Now say hello to Sniper before he starts.
Oh, Sniper, I'm so sorry.
Left out.
Sniper, hi. Do you want to come in? You can, if you're still at work, I understand. But if you want to join us, please do.
Hey, you obnoxious wiener face, how you been?
That's what he was there for. Hey, for those in the chat talking about the radio recommendation. By the way, we had Don Shift on last night. The other Don, the anonymous Don. He wrote a book about radio, and he apparently put it together in like 3 weeks. So it's called SHTF Radios. It's by Don Shift,
and it's $4, $4.99.
Yeah. And it apparently credits me with some of the info, so I appreciate that. So check that out. It might help you with programming your radios and
in the world of just straight pimping Joe as opposed to somebody else. I pay no attention to radios, but I do need them. And so this guy right over here, this fine gentleman, that way,
not the glowy guy, the one above him,
not this one, that one, right? So that one was going on about radios. So I DM'd this guy. It was like, so radios, and then discussed the varying needs that I actually have for radios. And that radio that Joe holds up on stream on a semi-regular basis, I am buying a ton of.
You very well should. Hold it up. But real quick, let's go into what we got here on screen. So, this guy, we're calling Bad Santa. I mean, I come on. Joined player 1 pretty quickly, and they decided enough was enough, and the struggle did not last long. Antifa got broke up pretty quickly, and it was mostly by these two were out front. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the radio, which I am buying entirely because of this guy.
Yeah, right? Hey, I'll send you that file too when I get a minute. I keep getting to. Oh, you know what?
They're not even
an email address, so
they're not even here yet. Don't worry about it.
Hold on, though. Let me show you this. Oh, wait, what?
I know. I've seriously thought about it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot. Chat liked the name better. They did think ZZ Top Heavy was good for this, and I've got to say that was pretty choice. I forgot. Yeah, that was a good one.
ZZ Top Heavy is good.
So
I have a link for the radio book.
So they came in. Antifa formed a front between these two cars.
And hire you people to shill for me.
And then we had some side flankers that came in. Some old lady side flankers, and the old ladies got up in here first, and were pushing Swamp Squatch around and everything. And I'm talking like small old ladies pushing a 6.5 foot tall Mongo looking guy around. It was pretty fun. They broke up the crowd pretty quickly. Antifa was pretty salty about it. And then
shocking.
Lone Ranger looked like he was gonna go for the gun, and the security guard was having none. So that was the quick action report summary of the Battle of Honky Tonk Bar and Grill.
Oh man.
Yeah, the women whipped their butts is essentially what happened.
So,
guys, I am getting you a link for that book, so stand by.
There is a thing that happens when Antifa meet guys who fight, and that thing is called hilarity.
Every time.
Yes.
I have some video somewhere of a dude picking an Antifa kid up over his head and throwing him into the ground.
You know, we could just go through and do some, if you guys wanted to, because it's been long enough, and like we were expecting something tonight, and so we'll keep watch. But if we need to fill some time, we could do a supercut of some of the best from the last couple of years. I would not mind just going through a refresher.
Well, Chat, I mean, if there's nothing live going on, why not?
Well, Chat, if you don't have any suggestions, Chat, if you've got some good Riot video suggestions, hit me up through the traditional sources. That's going to be my Twitter DMs. They're generally open. If you're on our Gilded, just tag me in it. If you're not, if you can't message me for some reason on Twitter, just post it and tag me in it. I should probably just go through Sneed's feed, huh? Because Sneed's feed is kind of exactly where you go for this kind of material. Are you guys not following the Daily Sneed, Trooper?
No.
Oh, I am a huge fan here.
Dude, some of us have other things to do.
Well, this is something that this is somebody I started following back in 2020, although I think it was under a different name back then. The Sneed's feed is the place to get your footage from all over. He just kind of gathers all this and sticks it all in the same place. Oh my goodness! Wait,
He's been banned a few times.
Stop! He has been banned several times. So this is the lady who got shot at. I forgot. We definitely need to watch this video. The one that we read her account and we were trying to. Yeah,
this is the woman from the active shooter.
Yeah, she's trying to like get her shit out of her apartment. You think? Oh, Sniper's home. Okay, hold on, Sniper. Before we start this, let me get you in here. Let me get to Twitter.
What is this dude's actual account name?
Who?
Guy that you're talking
Trooper.
about.
Hold on. So this is Trooper with a lowercase r and a lowercase pe and then an extra r at the end.
Wow. That's why.
And I think the O's might be zeros. And again, it's because he gets banned all the time.
Shocking, really. There we go. Daily Sneak.
Here, chat, I'm gonna link you guys just because he is kind of hard to find. Daily Sneed is fantastic, and if you're here, you guys are connoisseurs of this exact type of online content. You would appreciate the Sneed. Tell him I sent you.
Does Don's book talk about chirp and? Yes.
Yes.
I have 2 books actually.
Wait, hold on. Guess what? We can get it. I'm fine with showing it because Sneed captured it. So here's the fight that we just described, boys.
Fucking Twitter.
No, I muted myself. I gotta get Sniper in here first. Hold on, Don.
Sure. Go.
Let me get the link I just sent you is what I need.
That dude actually looks like he's trying to cosplay as Ash Ketchum. I mean,
right?
He really does.
I thought it was the perfect name. Here we go. There you go, Sniper. It is now in your chat. We'll wait till you.
They're probably lucky that it was the women who kicked their butts, because if that dude hit him, that kid's mom was gonna feel it.
Oh, right. Well, no, you're gonna see, because he does do some. He does lay some smacks in. Also, I gotta say, security guard guy. Not only were you professionally dressed, you acted very professionally. I feel.
Well, I do like how he decided these guys are about to kick their butts. Let me get out of the way.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. Very highly professional.
Be advised, observe and report.
Yeah.
Hey, Drex just responded. Hey, you know what? Let me see. We are doing a Riot Watch now, if you're interested.
Advise Drex that we're not having that same conversation tonight.
Well, we might. Don's here now. I mean, Don doesn't know the benefits of the ball.
Oh, good. He's wearing the Fed hat.
Oh,
Awesome.
good. Great. Hi, Sniper.
Hi.
Oh, is that what we need to do? I can go get mine.
I got my pivot here somewhere.
By the way,
Looney. So,
by the way, nice camera, Don. Nice glowy behind you. Also, you're a faggot.
Thank you. That's how I roll.
Yeah. I mean,
what can I say? I have a certain set of skills.
All right, Chad.
it is the weekend. Straight during the week. Flexible on weekends.
Only gay on Tuesday or other days that end in Y.
So, chat. The only thing you miss here, I've given you all what's happened up to this point. This is when player 1 gets up in the face. We've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Ooh, that's
artistic screeching is not
look,
helpful.
hold on. That's the one we call Uniboob. She's using a sonic attack.
Sonic boom.
Yeah.
Uniboober instead of Unabomber.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, she's just making that thing screech.
Yeah, she's just doing the feedback
Hand out
effect.
front.
Yeah, she's doing
Here come the women.
So I actually did not see this angle earlier. This guy right here is the one I was watching stream earlier, so I got to see.
Right up front.
Well, there's a little lady that's going to come up in here, and I'm afraid we won't be able to see her because she's much smaller than player 1 here.
And then fatty one.
Yeah.
Is that a little blonde lady there on the right?
Yeah,
No,
but the
no,
lady
she's
that
just
just
walked
walked
off.
out of there is the bar owner. The one that just walked away is the bar owner.
Yep. That's who I meant.
This one over here,
Just
you can't
walk
see her
by?
now. Yeah, she's up in the middle now. She came across this way.
Yeah, I saw her.
So they form their line, but they're about to get flanked from the right after they pull out the spray.
Oh.
Yeah, they made a mistake.
Well-
they escalated poorly.
Hold on,
Hey,
though.
look,
Stop that
they're
for a
as good
second.
as
Stop
the
it for a
fucking
second.
Capitol Police.
So
Pause
look at
this.
what's going on right now. They are dispersing because they pepper sprayed themselves.
Yes.
Pause this, Watson.
Correct.
So, here's the deal. This is why I tell you, even though we're not making a citizen's arrest, we should know the laws for citizen's arrest. Because what you just saw was a felony assault occur.
Correct.
That gives you all kinds of rights. And if the police roll up in the middle of it, you can say, I was trying to effect a citizen's arrest. And you get free cards to do almost anything. And in most states, that includes break into buildings,
all kind of weird
Batman
stuff.
kind of shit. Sometimes.
Yeah.
That said, one, this is not legal advice. Two, this is not legal advice.
I'm not
Three,
a lawyer. I'm not a
go
lawyer.
talk to a fucking lawyer.
No, is this
Four,
legal advice?
Check your local self-defense laws.
Yeah, well, check my local self. I mean, different thing. But be very careful because
Harry.
whether or not you're right in court does not mean a cop is not going to beat your ass on the spot.
Harry,
Correct.
welcome.
And he might.
Correct.
Hold on,
And he might.
guys. Harry from last night's stream is here in my chat. Harry, welcome. If you want to
Harry.
follow me, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll send you a link to come hang out with us, degenerates.
Only if you don't have any White Claws tonight, Harry. I'm
Yeah, no-
sorry. I'm still scarred
big
from
gay.
the White Claw last night, dude.
I think Ron is aiming for me to make all of the glowy boy jokes about him.
Have you seen that I've included Ron in the stream?
Yeah,
Ron is right there.
Yeah,
That's what I noticed.
Ron's already here.
Ron says he has us muted. He's only watching the chat.
All right,
Two, by the way, regardless of whether or not you get your
From
ass beat by
orbit.
the cop, DAs do not like citizens
Yeah.
arrests.
So
They don't.
here's
They
the
don't.
thing. It's like the Rittenhouse case. You'll get charged, and the DA will try to railroad you. But if you do the shut the F up Friday and don't say a word and you don't take a deal, in the end you'll win. It'll just take forever.
Now, I just
Yeah.
want
And
to.
it cost a lot of money.
I just want
Yes.
to point something out and point out how amazing my chat is here because they named all of these rioters from that really blurry photo you saw in the beginning. I stopped in the beginning at that blurry photo and we stopped and named all of them. And the one who sprays, if you look real careful, chat, it's Karen. It's Karen. Of course it's Karen. Who else would it be? Who else would it be,
Good
chat?
catch, Holly. Good catch, Holly. Very
Oh,
good catch.
Who else would it be?
Holly caught that in chat.
She sure did. Yeah, it's look at Goomba. back
Hey, woman saw a thing.
So I'm just So I'm just going to say that they are just as effective with their use of chemical dispersants as the Capitol Police. And Don knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right. So,
I mean, they were tapping out before we were. That's all I'm saying.
But if you
Since
look,
Holly did that for us, I got to do something for Holly.
pew.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
If you
Good
look,
night, Ron.
That wouldn't even get off the ground.
Ron, are you taking off? Good night, buddy. Nice of you just dropped by. We appreciate it. Let me know if you want an invite.
Yes, random.
Ron is currently.
Actually, that's correct. There's two different people spraying.
Yeah.
Ron is currently developing the Dawn rule, which is to say, if you don't know people really well, have a good flow with them, you don't go on streams with more than 3 people.
All right, makes sense. So this was also Waldo, by the way. The other guy who sprayed, we figured out was Waldo.
Well, he sprays later on too.
He
so
does.
The big question is where.
Well, he's spraying at player 1 is who he's spraying at. Well, that was
apparently
Waldo
Karen
is
is
at the local urgent care tonight.
And apparently Karen is spraying at the ass of somebody right now.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that is the place That's the place.
Well, that's
right
that's
back to their face.
And then they just got hit with some pepper balls from the security guard here.
By the way, not to entirely digress here, but feel free to play that pepper spray portion. I suddenly understand why the Capitol Police hosed my ass down with pepper spray, and a friend of mine who was with me was like, "Bro, you got a cigarette?" And I was like, "I mean,
that's
yes.
right."
So, look, as a guy,
I was there for that part. Yeah,
I've recently done a little bit of training with this. Especially, he's decided that because they whipped out their dumb mass fire spicy boy shit, he's going to whip out his spicy boy shit, which is a pepper ball gun. And that is targeted, and it's going to explode into a little 3-foot radius right here and nowhere else.
So this thing that's going on, though, right? This is a bunch of people handing pepper spray one way or the other, and like myself, friend, Sniper was there. We all got hosed down with pepper spray, and friend behind me was like, "You got a cigarette?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? What?" He goes, "We should light a cigarette and just stare them dead in the eye and smoke it."
Correct. For the intimidation factor.
And I was like, "I'm sold." So we do, and I swear there's like 30 cops in front of me, all of them holding, the bear spray gun with the giant tank to just hose us down.
Yeah.
People are running. We're both just standing there, and I stop and pull out a pack of cigarettes, hand one to him, put one in my mouth, light a cigarette, light his cigarette, and we both just turn around like ain't nothing just happened. No crossed arms, no nothing, just like. And every single cop in front of us was like,
"Wait,
okay,
maybe these are not the dudes."
Yeah.
So, but another problem that I always talk about with pepper spray just happened to her. If you notice, she went to spray it at them, and the wind blew it right back.
Well,
at
that's
right
the joke I was. Joe, that was the joke I was making.
Uniboob got an eye full of the spicy sauce. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So Joe, during January 6th, the Capitol Police unloaded gallons of OC spray,
legit
then gallons of bear spray, and gallons of just standard little squirt pepper spray.
CN, yeah.
I mean, by the end of this, they unloaded 10 or 15 gallons of different sprays.
Oh, way more than that.
I'm talking about down on that line. They released a lot more upstairs later.
Oh yeah.
But down on this very line I'm talking about, and the wind is in their face. And so they're spraying us and eating it instantly. So that was literally the joke. You weren't there, so you didn't know.
There was a cop, one in specific, like lots
of them
caught spray back. This dude pulls out the big sprayer, right? It's the bar under your arm up to the big tank.
Gentlemen,
the big black tank. Yeah.
Gentlemen, I have to stop this conversation. There's something specifically that needs to be addressed. Drex has been talking to me about why he can't come on stream, and he says very specifically that he would love to come and do a Riot Watch, except for that he just spent an entire weekend at the mall having to look at shit like this. And,
that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair,
I get
brother.
it.
I'm on. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Anyway, so
next weekend we got you, Drex.
I mean,
right. So these chumps, right? There's this dude, and he's got, it's the underarm, the big tank. and he just lays into the crowd. And right as he does, this
Giant wind gust.
wind comes up, and this thing of pepper spray, and it's bear spray because it's the big like orange can of like it says bear.
It's the one that's like this
and
big.
it just whoop, wham, right, and this dude just smokes him with half a can, right,
And of course, he's not wearing a mask, right?
oh no, not even plastic, nothing, right, he's just right into the crowd, and they give him new cans, and he walks out. And he just waylays at somebody, right? And all of it, because he's doing it in one pointed space, comes back at his face, right?
Oh.
And this dude starts walking away. And he's on the other side of the dais right there, right? Because it's like a half circle. He's on the other side from me. And he comes walking this way. His whole face is orange. He's crying. And he is ridiculously unhappy. And he makes it about 2/3 away across that half circle. And me and the couple of people who were still there with me at that point are like, hey, man. We could just jump over here and you wouldn't have that problem. Right?
Is this the fuck this bullshit they aren't paying me well enough guy?
Yes.
Well,
That's right.
Let me tell you this. This is why the military police trains. Military police are the ones who first had the big backpack ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we train to aim at knees and below. Because if I hit you in the knee, it's going to pop up into your face. But if the wind blows it back at me, it's going to hit me in my legs, and it's not going to bother me.
Yeah, no higher than waist.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron's apologetic grift horse. If you want to say it to Drex, go say it to him yourself. He's got a Twitter account that needs way more attention. I could not believe that Drex's actual Twitter account has barely over 1,000 followers. That is utterly fucking criminal. Yes, this needs to be fixed immediately. I don't think
so. For reference, I've never even known that.
I have almost as many followers as fucking Drex does.
I have more followers than Drex. That's not.
I might have a couple more than Drex.
Yeah.
All right. That is actually
somebody
criminal.
spilled my whiskey and I don't know who it was.
That motherfucker.
I know, right?
Chat, I don't even think
Joe.
he's not here to watch this chat, but please go over there, follow him. It'd be really good of you. I'm gonna give you his chat link.
Hey Joe, I got some bad news for you.
What's the bad news?
It was Sniper.
Yes, my arm magically reached out from fucking BYU in Provo, Utah, and went all the way to Detroit. No, I wouldn't do that.
See, this motherfucker's confessing.
Detroit.
Don't let him off the hook.
I was just
Fuck
gonna say,
Detroit. I would reach literally anywhere else in the world. Detroit is a goddamn vacuum, bottomless pit, black hole of despair. Fuck that.
Confirm that Sniper wants to reach into my asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, only for you, John. Only for
Listen,
you.
that's
All
a
right.
surefire way
Gentlemen.
to get bit by a large dog.
Let's finish this real quick. All right. Take a hit with more spicy sauce.
They scatter because they just got themselves.
Well, and then they also get flanked from the right. So look at well-groomed security guard here.
Yeah, I see him coming. He's by the way, stop. That motherfucker has a contractor haircut.
He is a contractor. That's exactly what he is.
No, I mean he has a goddamn Fed contractor haircut.
Yes, that's exactly what he is.
Look, that's who they hired.
That is exactly who they hired for the type of heat that Antifa made them think they were going to get.
Can we commence the ass-kicking patrol?
Well, there's a little bit going on in small groups inside there. Those who aren't super peppered are.
Wait, was that a cop?
No, that is
security guard.
That is our well-dressed security guard.
No. The flashback. They flashed left. Is that a cop?
No, that's Goomba.
No, that's earlier guy.
That's Goomba.
Yeah, that is the dude who is there to go balls to the wall with you until someone so much as throws a pebble at you, and then he runs.
And then he's gone.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. My screen is pixels at this point. So
I'm sorry.
For reference, by the way, that guy is the one who screams cardio at you, but not for the reason you want.
Yeah.
Back off! You do not want it! Back off! Back off! Walk away! Walk the...
So
you do not want it? I got news for you. Biker gangs? Yes, they do.
No, I think that's who's telling them to back off.
That's biker guy being like, you don't want none of this.
Okay, it seemed to be in time with.
It's this guy with the camera who's
hands.
saying, "Get out of here."
Yep.
And there we've got a couple. There we've got Ash Ketchum getting bodied against the fence. That's a good enough one. I'm going to rewind it.
Oh yeah.
And he lost his hat.
Yeah, just a little NHL checking. Here we go. Boop. Oh, into the wall. That's all.
Oh, that dude is so sad he didn't come up swinging. He wanted him to so hard.
The beautiful thing about the fat ass bikers is they're fat ass and out of shape, but they've learned how to throw that weight.
Oh, it don't even matter. Half of them are just there to take the beating, so the rest of the guys can kill you.
Yep.
Besides,
but
if that
even-
large man hits you one time, you're done.
Yep.
Right. And they've learned how to throw that weight, so they'll just fucking body into you and bounce you off a brick wall and knock you the fuck out, and you're out of the fight.
That's so funny.
That's what he was trying to do, except it turned out to be a chain link.
For the record, this is exactly what happened the last time they mixed it up with bikers, only they got shot.
That did happen, yes.
So it looks like it's gone further. Look, gentlemen, it looks like they got salty about getting bodied. So it looks like the Corvallis, Oregon Antifa group, CV against Fash, also using the strike through. Fucking dumb shits.
We explained that last night to everyone how stupid it is to use the strike through thing.
Sure did. Furthering the feud with biker gangs in Oregon by now releasing photos, work locations, family members, and names of bikers who allegedly confronted them in Salem in a Twitter thread.
Let me explain to you another thing about biker gangs.
Watcher.
They don't give a fuck.
Can I divert us all for
certainly
broadcasting point?
Sure.
Are you using OBS?
Yes.
Okay. Are you using more than one copy of OBS?
No.
All right. You and I need to talk off air.
Okay. All right. Why would I use more than one copy of OBS? You don't have to answer.
I will explain it to you off air. It's very boring and very autistic, and no one wants to know it.
But I do, because I'm not saying tell me now, but I am saying just know that you have actually piqued my interest, because OBS is a little bit of a
that might be
passion.
the case.
Windows within Windows within Inception Windows. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not wrong. It's autistic and boring, and I realize that it sucks, and I'm sorry.
Well, but chat,
I
for
feel.
autist.
Hold on. A little bit. For the record, we have switched to Michigan's own Red Cedar Bourbon Whiskey.
That's
Just
my
so you know.
boy. Now we're less autistic. Thanks for saving us all, whiskey.
I'm still working through a gigantic bottle of Jim Beam.
Guys, Harry's down to join us, so let me pop.
So,
Jesus
for
Christ,
the record, Sniper's one of the poors. No, I'm just kidding.
Sniper. We need to get you some taste, right? Like, I'm drinking vodka, but at least it's good vodka.
Wait. Rewind that and say that again.
I said we need to get you some taste.
And
I'm drinking vodka, but at least
stop,
it's good vodka.
Stop. And I quote, I don't drink vodka because I ain't no bitch.
I've heard this used before in reference to your name.
Me?
You literally did that on an ASMR stream when I ran out of whiskey and started stealing the Weiss vodka.
I believe that.
Yeah. So I had a captain once who said, a Marine Corps captain who said, "Listen, boys, I'd really rather you drink whiskey instead of vodka because I want other officers to know that you're drunk and not stupid."
Yeah. No, that's an important differentiation. Realistically, if the nearest liquor store wasn't 20 miles away, I would just go get whiskey.
So you're having the same kind of night that I had on that stream and got made fun of for, which means you get to get made fun of for now mercilessly because the shoe's on the other foot.
You can try.
You're a vodka drinking faggot tonight, and I am drinking fucking whiskey.
No. I may or may not be a vodka drinking faggot, but you are not drinking whiskey.
Guys, Andy has already identified these guys.
Andy ID'd some of the individuals. God damn, I love you, Andy.
Get the fuck.
I mean, it's Oregon, so nothing's gonna happen. But good on him.
I know, but it's great for my entertainment. After Antifa's humiliating retreat in Salem, they called for reinforcements to come to Gladstone. They retreated again and instead photographed the bikers for purposes of doxing and vandalism later. John Hacker, in orange shoes here, this guy, was there.
Isn't part of John Hacker's probation that he not attend protests?
That's 100% correct, but it would take a
Yeah.
DA willing to do a damn thing.
Except they're not in Salem; they're in Clackamas at that point.
Well, I remember. You all remember the?
No. Don't mistake that. If a local DA says you can't attend a protest, they don't mean within our county.
No, they mean in the state.
Right. So that one woman who used to run them for Antifa in Washington D.C., Ivan Throne and I filmed her in Lansing, Michigan, and got a violation on her in Washington D.C.
Nice.
Because she wasn't supposed to be there.
Correct. But my point is, if he had done bullshit, if he had done this bullshit in Salem, the Salem DA is probably not going to. But he's in Clackamas. It's a different DA. That DA is less political. Less, not political.
Okay, no, fair. But that's not the way jurisdiction works, right? They didn't violate the jurisdiction of the local DA. They violated
in the original
jurisdictional call of the prior DA. And so the prior DA needs to be the one to press charges.
So what that takes is someone to forward him the video and a report saying that this individual was there.
And then him to decide that he cares, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, statewide, it should be an issue.
But it's not, right? Because
hold on.
Courts notoriously are county courts. And so, like, if you committed felony murder, that's a state case. But if you just broke some shit, that's often is not county level court. And the county level court being violated in 20 counties over doesn't matter.
It wasn't. If I recall correctly, it was a violent offense.
I need you guys to turn your
level.
autism more accurately towards what my chat is interested in, which is, hey guys, is this or is this not how you start a war with bikers?
No.
Please do.
No.
Please do.
Because the war will be over in like 4 minutes.
Correct.
Let me repeat this point, and dear bikers. I love you guys. I've always loved bikers. I hang out with bikers. See the earlier discussion about my apartment complex and a bar. However, your guys' attention span is not great.
True.
Right?
That and Don, there's two types of bike clubs at this point. It didn't used to be this way, but it is now. Right? There's the ones who are actually biker clubs in the classical sense that you think of from the movies and what have you. And then the ones that are LARPers who are doctors and lawyers.
The wild hogs.
Yeah. The legit wild hogs. So, and I mean this with all the love in the world. And I mean, I'm not exaggerating and I'm not meaning. Dear various biker clubs that are actually some hard-charging motherfuckers. You guys beat someone's ass as long as those people are in front of you, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's
pretty much.
I mean, there's some exceptions to that, but I get what you mean.
There are, but that's more of the organized criminal sort of biker gang thing.
Look, if nobody dies, biker gangs will beat your ass as long as you're in front of them. If somebody dies, they might come for you. Nobody's dead, so you got your ass beating. Time to go home.
So, PNW is a little bit different on this.
Especially when you screw with their family. That's kind of the thing where they draw the line at, from what I understand.
They get really, really weird about the ones that aren't full of doctors and lawyers and dentists and fucking nonsense. They get really, really weird about we're going to do this on our time scale, and our time scale may be long, but we are going to do this on our time scale because I can recall, chat, this is a I worked for U-Haul story. I can recall two members of the U-Haul shop in Auburn, Washington, who are no longer members of the U-Haul shop in Auburn, Washington, because they were members of a particular biker gang as well, who somebody who had come up from LA and started stuff and whatever, and I can't remember what the drama was, and I don't even really care, but this was a decade ago, right? This was literally a decade ago at the time, and they came back, and the only two people that could do anything about it when it was found out they were in the area were our two guys, one of which is in prison and the other of which I think works for a GMC dealership now. They don't do it when it comes to PNW, they don't necessarily do it on a timeline that you like, but they don't forget.
Okay.
Hold up here. I got a video posted from 40 minutes ago, posted by
I was just
Comrade
gonna say,
Ohio.
let's check Akron again.
Yeah, would you
AK
take a
Ron.
look?
AK
Hold on.
Ron.
Look at this shadow.
Right.
I just want you to look at the shadow. I want to hear what he's saying. But watch this shadow. Oh, hold up. That's an interesting
sign.
change. That's an interesting.
It's a sign.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no,
no,
it's a sign.
Oh, it is. You're
It's
right.
a
Okay.
sign.
You're right.
Wait,
I
no,
had
wait,
it minimized
wait.
before. He's right. It's a sign.
That's
Right.
also what's his name?
Yeah, it is.
It looks like Frank Nitti.
It could be. This is Comrade Ohio. that
Oh
posted
no,
it.
that's that guy we watched last night.
Yeah.
He's still out there.
Yeah, apparently.
So, for everybody watching this, and it's like, but it's a gun.
It's
Oh,
not.
that's a white
Those
guy.
No,
it's
it's not.
literally paper thin shadow on the ground.
It's square.
That means it's paper thin.
Yeah, it's square. Also, like it looked
I
like
was
it.
hoping for a machete.
I had it minimized on my other screen, and so it looked like it in a tiny perspective. And then when I got
No,
it, up big,
I
it's
got you. If it's little, then maybe.
Come downtown to Lock 3. They're trying to get people there.
Let me see, Akron.
All right, boys. I'll be back in a minute.
You're good, boss.
AK Ron.
You're the one that said it. I remembered.
I'm talking to Watcher. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Watcher.
So this.
I remembered. You
was,
forgot.
This was
You
only.
got your hat on too tight.
He went back out, so this was only an hour ago. Let's see. What it was 10 minutes long, so let's see if he gets
He's
assaulted.
got a lot more people there.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm coming to you live, directly across from Lock 3 right now. Okay?
Is this where he got beat up?
No, well, here's the thing. This is after that. So this is when we started talking about the biker gangs. Is when he would have posted this.
Raw emotion.
All right, let me dig through.
Akron is a dynamite right now.
I'll point out that this guy confirmed that Watcher was right when he guessed that it was a Michael Jackson cover band.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Somebody wants to know what happened
dun,
from Gale
dun,
from
dun,
Breaking
dun.
Bad at the MJ cover band, and this is it's time for an admission. Watcher never saw Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Not my thing.
Okay? This is
I'll say this: I see a lot of tweets, but I don't see a whole lot of video.
Bodies,
Well,
yeah.
the same video over and over and over again. That's what I see.
a number of people to discuss
But
this.
the tweets have come back,
They sure
which is
have.
the thing you also noticed, Joe, is the tweets went away.
Well, for almost a whole day. All over, too. Like, all the major activists went offline.
Oh,
This guy is going to get himself into more trouble.
That's why I was wanting to see it.
They don't want him to film.
wait, but he's friendly.
They don't
No.
care.
No.
They don't want to film.
He's semi-independent, man. Like,
He's friendly. He's
That-
not hostile.
He is
He's-
friendly to them, but they don't want any video.
well,
He's live, and he is recording something other than himself.
yeah,
But
like,
he's
they're
but,
okay with
but
Nitty
he's
because
even
Nitty
doing it
knows
by
who
their
he's.
rules.
No, but he's
He-
not though, because he's actually just showing like everything, and like, let's say something happened right now. How is he supposed to cut away if he's not
That's-
holding on to it?
That's why they
Like-
walked up with the signs to cover his
He-
field of view.
Yeah,
He's-
they're
al-
covering his back view.
Except
Al-
he's on the
also-
other side of the
but
street.
look, he's not
that
a
was
pro-
the
Doesn't
that
matter.
was the rules the way that they presented it
But
was
You've
don't be
been
up
there
close.
when they threw shit at us
They
being on
don't.
the other side
They
of the
don't
street.
care. That's all.
Shot
Yeah,
at
but
me
they
with
knew we were.
lasers?
Yeah, but they, dude.
To be fair,
You
the way they're
exude.
saying
You
To be
exude.
fair, look at the two of you.
You exude vet just from your existence,
It's
it,
true.
no you.
and sometimes I do too. They knew.
Well, also, I mean, the other thing about this, I would say, is he's not approved. They have a list of approved people. They know who those people are because they're
unironically.
And Nitty just said he was not on the list. So
Yeah.
There you go.
No, unironically they whitelist.
Yeah.
So.
This is a little old, but a little interesting. I'll send it.
Ping
to
it
you.
to me, yeah.
Officer, shoot in the middle. Okay?
The picture is interesting.
The long version of this story is there are two parts acting right now. We can have a Michael Jackson concert, and these people can still share their voice. And that is what it's all about, right?
No, you idiot.
That's what this is all about. Okay?
Pause it for a second. He's trying to tell them, look, I agree with you. I'm trying to get you more people.
And they don't care.
They don't care, yeah, because he's not on their whitelist. And honestly, because this is BLM, I'm guessing anybody with his skin tone is not going to be on their whitelist unless they're explicitly unless they are explicitly part of a DSA organization. Let me finish what I'm saying before you jump in. How about that?
No, I will say things at random, which make no sense.
No, fair enough. Go ahead, Watcher.
And he's not, like, unless they're explicitly part of one of the backroom organizations that they know right off the bat. And most of those organizations don't let white people be the people out front streaming explicitly.
No, anti-commie nails it.
I
He's
haven't
trying
heard
real
that
hard
before.
to call them ticket buyers to get them to show up.
Yes. So intermittently, you will find that and what this effectively comes down to is white streamers who go, I have a lot of white privilege. I'm going to use that white privilege to tell you the black people are amazing. And as long as they're saying that every 15 minutes, BLM loves them.
I feel like that was a thing. Anyway, all right, moving on. I don't feel like arguing. Akron, CBS.
But see, Watcher, you weren't on. I mean, Sniper, you weren't on here when he was in his car complaining about this behavior. He was complaining that they've threatened him
multiple times, for a week now.
They
told him
they
they're
don't
going to
want
kill
him
him.
around.
Moving on, because I literally said I didn't want to have an argument about this.
Well, too bad. We're going to argue with you.
The CBS News, Akron, Ohio, the nightly curfew will be lifted.
Yeah, no, we went over that earlier. That is, if they don't do anything stupid tonight, they're going to lift it tomorrow morning. The mayor announced that in his meeting midday today.
So here's where I have mixed feelings. Okay, one is it was probably the right thing to do in their town, and two, the government doesn't right to put a curfew on me. I'm a damn grown man.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, so my opinion of this, and it's probably not going to change. Every time BLM shows up somewhere to protest, I want every cop to walk away. Every single one. Hey, look, we're not going to be open public statement. We will not be within 1 mile of a BLM protest. We'll never have a BLM protest again.
Yeah, that'll put an end to it. Yeah.
Holy crap. So how does Comrade Ohio wind up in my feed 8 times for the same fucking tweet?
Welcome to Twitter.
Yeah, they boost the shit out of those accounts. So here, real quick, I just want to mention the hits are apparently still out on these Akron police officers, and which is one of the reasons why the police chief this morning authorized
the wrong
them
ones
to
chat.
Yeah, the wrong ones. But the police chief this morning authorized them to no longer wear name tags at work for the next foreseeable future. So
again,
I would put them to desks and leave them there for a while, but I get what they're trying to do.
They're already on admin leave. The guys who are involved in it are already on.
Even after they come off of it.
Yeah.
Again, fine. There will not be a cop within 1 mile of a BLM protest.
Yeah, we mentioned.
And I don't care what.
Weight Watcher.
There will be no EMS. There will be no fire department.
No,
within 1 mile.
Yeah.
Contact front.
The problem would solve itself very, very quickly.
You're not wrong. So, Watcher, the thing
the helicopter. We pulled that up a few hours ago.
Put it back up.
Okay.
Put it back up.
All right.
Why are there no communists falling out of this?
Well, because we suck as a country.
Correct.
Unless you're a Europor, in which case, shut your fucking whore mouth.
And put a fence
Stand by.
around the UK and then drop a nuclear bomb on it.
So, I talked about this last weekend, or I talked about this in on my blog just the other day after Sniper's excellent guest article. I put out another one a few days later that said, "Listen, you got to get involved, and I'm not saying you need to go out here and face off with these people, but go sit outside your local church this weekend. Go sit outside the local pregnancy counseling center, and at least
matters to you."
Anywhere you're purple, this is definitely a thing to do.
Yeah, we're just making ourselves be known and saying, "Hey, there is a line that you can cross."
I'm not going to kid you. There's a downside to moving to rural Texas.
You don't get any of it, right?
You'd have to drive about 240 miles to do what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'd have to go to fucking Dallas, right?
Fort Worth, but yes,
same place. You know, one big urban sprawl. Because I remember when BLM was going to come to the nearest major city to me.
Yeah.
And
the Amarillo chief said,
1,000 people showed up in full battle rattle. And the Amarillo Police Department chief said, "If you come down here, Riot, we will fucking put you down." And he was this much more politically correct about it. It was, "We respect your First Amendment right. We respect your right to protest. We will ensure you are protected from people who dislike what you have to say. If you use any violence to destroy any property, we will use whatever force is necessary to stop you. Unironically, Riot will put you down." You know what? Amarillo didn't burn. That's all I'm saying.
That's correct. To be honest with you, I would love to have a copy of that footage of him saying it to go along with all the Polk County, Florida footage.
Everybody took it down. Everybody.
I know.
So our mayor's a cuck, but our police chief is badass.
I know. But like, if you run across it, let's get it downloaded. Let's get it saved. Because Amarillo was at the time, Chad,
a named
go
place.
way back, go into the Wayback Machine, do all of the things you need to do. At the time, Amarillo was the first place that stood up and said, "Fuck off."
Oh yeah, Dallas was literally burning at the time.
Yep.
For reference.
Everywhere was burning. They hadn't gone into the hills of California. And yes, Don, I remember that it didn't go well for him in the hills of California because it was never going to go well for him in the hills of California. Fair enough. But they hadn't done that yet. Amarillo was the first big metro that stood up and said, "Go fuck yourself."
Oh, by the way, Amarillo, a bigger city than the city in California that told him to pound sand.
Correct. Amarillo was the first marginally big city, right?
Yep.
So that's why it's notable. It's not that it's Amarillo. It's
Hold on.
that
there's a thing going on in chat that needs to be addressed. If what Don says, I presume, is true, look at what happened in Baltimore when the mayor said, "Let them burn off stream," and they burn the city down. We just end up with more homeless junkies. So that happened, according to normies, at the beginning of this, 2014 or 15.
Yeah,
it wouldn't happen now. Yeah,
Baltimore burned down when everybody thought, like, "Oh, they're just protesters. Let them go."
Stop. I'm going to give everybody a gift. Chat, I reposted that thing Drek sent me. And we've got a white knight here in my comment section. This is a virgin comment. You guys go do
Can I read this for you?
Oh, you can, please. But
yes, please do.
Chat, go do what you want with it. I promise. It's going to be good.
Aside from any bodyweight comment / critique, that is just a flat out bad photo. I'm saying this as someone that makes money from taking pictures of products and people. The lighting is effing terrible. Like, quote, tourist on vacation level.
Right. So as the legitimately crowned chubby chaser of the group, roll her back up. roll her back up. No, roll her back up. Hang on. Roll her back up.
She is right there.
Shit. I'm on the wrong screen. Tits aren't big enough. Fuck off.
Roll her back up.
Shut up, Boomer.
Tits aren't big enough. Fuck off.
Anyway, back to the original point. Look, everybody thought in 2014-15 that BLM was just out there angry, bottles were being thrown, but like generally speaking, it was just a protest. And then this country watched Baltimore burn.
Yeah.
And not a little bit. Burn churches down, CVS, blah, blah, blah.
Don, isn't Baltimore the city where the mayor said give them the space?
That's what we're talking about.
That's what chat is talking about. Oh, yeah. But the mayor said give them the space to riot, and then Baltimore burned. Yes, that happened 8 years ago. 8 years ago. 8 years of shit has happened since then.
Yeah, well, people are a lot more frustrated now and more likely to take action.
In Baltimore's case, more accurately, 8 years of not fixing any of it because it's Baltimore.
Well, so it's not just Baltimore, right? So understand that the nationwide news cycle applies to everybody. So the guys who are immediately outside Baltimore that didn't want to watch Baltimore burn, or maybe did, but also would have taken the opportunity to shoot people. If the mayor came out today,
not in Maryland,
and said, "Oh, yes, in Maryland. I've spent a lot of time in Maryland recently. I promise you, within driving distance are a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Time to shoot things.
I like
that. A lot of people. Okay, a lot of people in the western half of the state think that, and will never go there because they know what their local self-defense laws are.
Again, if what happened was the mayor pulled the police effectively out of the city and said, hey, we're going to let them do whatever they want. Well, they may or may not know what their local self-defense laws are, but they also know that if there's no cop within 5 miles, dead bodies is dead bodies.
Here's how you do that, right? we embrace the mask. We embrace the hat. You leave your debit card with somebody who buys gas right at the time of the incident.
Don't take your
in your
phone.
Local area.
Don't take your phone.
Cash
Don't
is king.
take your phone.
Never in writing, always in cash.
Yeah. So you handle your business and go home.
And make no mistake, don't go shooting people with a gun that you own because ballistics is a thing, and they will be very loose with the rules of them.
Go find a street
And
vendor.
ballistics is somewhat of a pseudoscience to begin with. So, philosopher P.A. Ludi has some information which you may or may not want to look into on the rights and wrongs of this sort of thing. That's all I'm saying.
You're not wrong. I have a meme for that, but not the stream for it.
Yeah, mine's a respectable stream.
You're on Watcher's channel.
Well, no, we're on both. We're on both.
We're on both. My first video got me an age restriction.
So chat, just on
I said fascists were a bunch of pussies and got age restricted.
Really?
Joe is age restricted and Watcher is not.
Isn't that odd? Guys, look.
Joe's first stream was somebody capping somebody else.
But it was heavily edited, and it was specifically pulled from another mainstream news outlet that I edited in the same way.
Does not matter to the eye of Sauron.
I know.
I'm
just pointing out.
Capping the other person in the back of the head.
I'm just pointing out.
Context is irrelevant.
The funniest part was that we set it as age restricted, and then we removed it. And then
they put it back
like 10 minutes later.
And then they put it back immediately.
So I set all of my content as age restricted.
Right.
And then they age restricted.
That's
so I'm watching the Watcher stream. I don't know about Joe's stream. I'm watching the Watcher stream because Joe's stream doesn't exist. This happened, by the way, to Andrew last night. I told Scott, but it was right before I went to bed. All of the spicy things have been said, and what have you. I mean, fuck y'all. We're getting into Baldo jokes, right? And what happened was you could. His stream was restricted. You could not find him in your recommended. You could not find him through subscriptions. You had to go into his channel and deliberately look.
So hey,
welcome to my life, homie.
Real quick, I'm hearing there's a
fight.
I'm hearing there was a fight at Knott's Berry Farm, and apparently someone was yelling "gun." I'm gonna pull up this video so we can
do it.
Do it. Knott's Berry Farm is California, right?
Yeah. Los Angeles area.
Correct.
general vicinity kind of things.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we have video of just literally people
Just,
running.
that's it. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
That's
it before I put it up,
exciting.
so.
Yeah.
Fair.
No worries. I mean,
it's
Not
just like
for a leaf thing. No.
it's just like the big March for Our
Hold up.
Lives thing.
Hold on, there's
where
more.
a car backfires and everybody runs.
Well, there's
like
more
it was a shot.
because apparently there was a
Hold
big
on.
fight. Here, I'm pulling another one up here. It's not very long, but you can see there is a bunch of people brawling.
Somebody's trying to leave.
huh? Something.
No, someone's getting their ass beat.
Something about those guys. I can't.
Yeah, it's
put
all
my
screen.
I don't
finger
know how
on
to.
it.
I don't know how to place that. Yeah.
If only there was a thing.
Can you put that back up but mute it?
Sure.
So
Yeah. So the fight is off screen.
look,
And
can I
notice-
just ask the most important question of our era? Why would white supremacists do?
Why would
You're
they?
not
No, you know
wrong.
what? Why would
Why
Vladimir
would Putin
Putin
do
do
this?
Why would Vladimir
No.
Putin do this?
Exactly. Right.
You're not wrong.
Through
God
his
damn
white
you, Don.
supremacists. Let's be honest. And
God damn you, Don.
it's the
You
question
stole my fucking thunder.
of our generation. Motherfucker, I've been posting this shit on Twitter for like 3 years.
I know. I know. So what I was about to say is, judging by the rims, it's Pimp Daddy McGee in this truck, and all he wants to do is leave. And
Someone
there's
getting
a
stomped.
fight to prevent him from leaving.
It looks like
And
someone's
there's
getting
stomping
the
involved
stomp.
in
Yeah.
that fight.
Yeah,
And
someone's getting the
so-
shit stomped out of him right there.
And so the question
Pimp Daddy
is,
McGee
why
is some
would-
sort of rapper.
Why would white supremacy do this? I mean, it's just
Correct.
there's
Because they took their orders from Vladimir Putin, and
Clearly.
Why
Donald
would
Trump was
Putin
there.
do
I you know what? This is I don't usually do this, but I'm just gonna leave this part of my. This is the most recent thing
Joggers.
at Knott's Berry Farm.
Joggers.
It's interesting.
This is what I think. Donald
Joggers?
Trump
Did
wants.
you say joggers?
Yeah, joggers was in that tweet.
Chat. You know what to do.
What?
J with an N.
What? No, I don't know
I
what you're
think
talking
that
about.
that the truth of the matter is that Donald Trump once used to tie his tie in a knot, and he likes strawberries, and he has
That's it.
been to a farm. So clearly, Donald Trump.
This is it.
to blame.
This is Donald Trump. This was all Don. It's always been Donald Trump.
Look,
This is Trump's America.
look,
And
this
I'm
right
pretty
here-
sure that the guy in the hoodie, when he stomped the other guy in the face, said, "This is MAGA country."
Correct. And then let him get a Subway sandwich.
Someone's pouring bleach on right now.
Thank you, Hunter. No spelling test. Correct. Actually,
Jogger is not actually in the algorithm.
you're correct. Yet.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
When did
Yes,
it hit the algorithm? Because it didn't used to.
years ago.
Man, I'm really glad they did
Let
that.
me
in yours
tell
and
you
not mine.
stories of he who is suppressed years ago.
All right,
Huh.
That's
so,
classic right
now
there.
looking for Joe's stream.
Well, I can see it when I. Well, then again, I'm sub to it.
I am too, but I have to. There we go. Hey, there we go. Hi, new chat.
It's a proven fact that you look better on my stream than on Audrey.
That's just the reality.
That is
which
how I set it
up. Joe's stream zooms in on the glow boy.
Yeah, mine's all about the glowies.
Indeed. Because Joe is a Fed, clearly.
Well, hold on, I'll do it. I do this every so often, but I do literally have a official Fed badge right in my desk. United States Marine Corps Military Police.
I have a Fed badge too, but if I do more than this, it'll get Watcher Street banned.
Wait.
Somebody's asking, am I dry firing? I was earlier, but it was for a joke, and now I'm just moving things about.
Okay, so Joe Dolio's stream chat is a complete failure.
Oh, is it? Is
Why?
it a wasteland?
No, I nobody's responded.
Oh, let me respond.
Somebody's asking, am I dry? There we go.
Clearly,
Yeah. There, I responded.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let's see if we got anything new out this way.
Sniper, I know that you think you're funny.
I am funny looking.
Oh, why would I let you guys around?
Do
you know how much
let
we
you
hate
out
you
again?
two?
And that's my boss man. That is my boss man. And that is why I will follow him into multiple stabbings and not give a fuck.
That's
boss man.
unironically true. There has been lots of walking into lots of stabbings with me.
It happens.
That is my boss man.
I know. I heard you.
All right. So hold on. Let's see. The people of Akron disrupt the. Okay, hold on. We've got more video from their little disruption of the Michael Jackson event earlier.
So, Joe, it's worth noting that your stream had 10 viewers before I did that, and 11 viewers now.
Oh,
I am a 10% increase in your viewers.
So what you did is you brought in somebody from the
now 12. It's
there's
ongoing.
Wow. They're calling more and more supervisors over at YouTube headquarters.
Hey, look, viewers.
Hey there, Raging Bull. Good to see you. I'm sorry for what you're being put there. It's you two there, Chance Henson.
Greg W. We are so far beyond riots tonight that it's not even funny.
Yeah, nothing happened.
AK Ron is having a little rally.
Well, look,
and
in
by
fact,
little I mean.
And in fact, let's pull up that video because Frank Nitti talks about. Look, I'm gonna be real serious. We're having problems keeping people on the ground.
Let's stand by for a minute.
Just pick.
By the way, Joe, feel free to time me out for 300 seconds.
No, I'm just going to talk about Sniper because he's
Anti-Kami. You're our bro. Pick up the slack.
Look, there is tactical significance to them not being able to drop riots when they want to, and it's a good thing. And for once,
it is.
Maybe we should discuss a good thing.
Agreed.
And,
I
realize
fantastic.
it's the internet, so no one wants to hear a good thing. But like, there's actual ass-bleeding detail that should be got into if they can't drop a riot whenever they want.
No, I agree, and for that reason, I feel we should
guy-
watch this whole thing once you're done.
As a guy who went out of his way to detail response times of Antifa for literal years, I am more than happy to discuss the good thing that is going on.
Don, actually, it's worth asking the question when you get finished having sinus issues because dry air. It's worth asking the question: the response times and the response volumes.
Yeah,
you documented this very well. Okay, all this content, chat, all this content is gone. I know, but just trust me. I was there.
Rumble.
I was there. He was doing all of the things. He was doing all of the stuffs. And the only thing I was doing at this time was pointing out that every time amnesty came up, the congressional switchboard crashed. And this happened 3 different times. That's where this started for me. Right, Don?
Yeah. No, that's basically the story.
So the volume and the intensity, and they've had multiple opportunities. Joe thought the one that was in his neighborhood, for the lack of a better way of putting it, was going to be the one, and then it wasn't the one, and then I thought Roe was going to be the one, and it was the one for 10 days.
Right.
And what's going on? Why is there not the one? Over and over again because cops keep being stupid.
No, I mean, look.
Hold on. We need to break this down substantially more than answering that question.
Yeah, no.
I know that, but I presented it that way for you to do a diatribe.
Well, I agree.
There's things to say, and not just by me. So go, Watcher, go.
I don't know. You go ahead, but like, guys, one of the things Frank's like, I feel that it's, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I feel it's worthwhile to get it out of the horse's mouth, with the horse.
Yeah, I actually do. I didn't get a chance to hear her.
Well,
I want to hear her.
Yeah, I want to hear her first. So let's do this before we get into Frank Nitti, because I want to hear what she has to say. This was the victim of that shooting the other day who is being terrorized by BLM Minneapolis.
Before you hit play, she has 2 kids, not his kids.
No play. No, nobody gets to. Nobody.
Yeah, she actually didn't even know the guy.
Nope.
Yeah.
She literally lived across the block, or across the apartment complex.
And in all honesty, though, I think I may have met an uncle or two of his.
Yeah,
in
we
the old
saw
country.
That. Yeah.
But
were those uncles'
I am
names
the captain
Tom?
now. I am the captain now. I am the
Hamid.
captain now.
Abdul.
Yeah.
So look here. Let's tactically speaking. If BLM and Antifa cannot field thousands, then what you're seeing is their impact on the culture is limited. Now, there are inferences you can make from this, and everyone is going to make their favorite one, right? Oh, so George Soros stopped giving them money. Okay,
no,
maybe.
That's almost what Nitti just said.
Yeah,
It is.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, look, for all I know, that is both true and false, or true or false. I don't know. I don't
It's
have
false and irrelevant, I think.
Well, so again, you don't have the answer to this, and so you can impose your views on that to be whatever it is that you like, but in the end, you don't fucking know, right? And you just don't, and you can dance around that all you want, but you don't know. There's no two ways. Unless one of you all out there in chat, and maybe you do. Fuck if I know. Maybe you have the bank statements of both George Soros and everyone in BLM/Antifa. And if you do, mostly what I want to know is why you're holding us back from those of us who are talking about this.
I know.
And so, being as you guys are holding us back because you know definitively, just give us the proof. And I'm personally, I'll restart the YouTube channel right now and start broadcasting that shit, because what are they going to do? Delete the channel? It's literally all that's left, right? They don't let the videos get out to viewers. They don't let they don't let me get ads. They don't nothing. So by all means, I got nothing to lose. Send it to me.
So
chat, clearly knows.
So
Sniper.
chat, when I say that you are the SEO of this entire community,
I'm not kidding.
You are the SEO of this entire community, and if you don't do that job, we die.
So
ask Don what
before
he's been
stop, because we got a deep topic, and like I said, before we dive any further into it, we want to get what this lady has to say outside of her apartment.
So go.
You're celebrating his life.
It was a terror. I'm sure it was a
This
terror.
is not okay. Okay.
You're alive.
Not
Shut
okay.
up.
You guys need to just let it go. Grief in silence. This is not okay. This is not a George Floyd situation. George Floyd was unarmed. He was unarmed.
You're alive. Sorry.
This is not okay. My kids
Wait,
have
stop.
to deal with this.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're alive?
No.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah, no. These pieces.
Fuck
of
you.
No, 100%. These pieces of shit. No,
Unironically.
they've got her pulled off.
Sniper rants now. Fuck you. Unironically, fuck you. You're alive? You're alive? Really? That's the fucking standard? So let me just do all of the goddamn things with a baseball bat, and then all of the goddamn things with an orange, and then with a sock, and then all of the goddamn things with the goddamn 22 LR, because I know the places to do those fucking things.
Well,
And
this
I
is escalating
know
quickly.
as a goddamn admin, as an admin boot, I know all of the things to do the stuffs. And then the two guys under me on my thing, and I think on the bottom, other way around. I know.
Sniper has bottoms.
I
News reporter.
know all of the fucking places, and they know places I never even knew existed. And then
Okay,
you
we got
come
an
back
Ebola discussion
and
here.
talk to me about fucking
Sniper.
you're
Sniper.
alive.
Sniper, how long has it been since you had a drink before tonight? It's been a minute, right?
It's been a hot minute, huh?
Relax,
Fucking hammered.
So here's hold on. So shit that she's actually going up, right? Outside of Sniper ranting accordingly, or not
Appropriately, yeah, absolutely.
So
Definitely.
one of those things she said in there is Floyd was unarmed.
Exactly.
That's a big statement.
It sure is.
In this situation.
Look, if Floyd was high as fuck, but I don't know of him having.
Look,
well, I want you to remember where this lady's at this point.
Stop right there, because understand that the general populace believes George Floyd was unarmed and was not fighting back, and Derek Chauvin just put his knee on his neck for 8,000 hours, and
he had history and blah blah blah.
Sure,
he
no.
was high as a fucking kite.
Look, but we're not gonna.
We're not relitigating
exactly.
Floyd.
We all understand that this lady's wrong about Floyd. We understand.
Don will relitigate.
Not only do we understand that this lady's wrong about Floyd.
Hold on.
Hold on. I'm just.
We all agree with you about Floyd.
I'm just fucking muting you two because I'm done getting interrupted on my own show. Fuck off. Listen up, bitches. You're unmuted now. All right. Oh wait, hold on. Ask to unmute. There we go. I have to ask you to do it. All right. Now, listen. This poor woman has gone through a lot. She has tried to put up multiple. Well, let's talk about after the shooting. She's tried to put up multiple GoFundMes that these leftists have attacked and taken down. She's tried to get the shit out of her apartment. She's been attacked every time she's tried to get in there because she's the one who called the cops to get, and they're blaming her for killing this guy. They have literally attacked.
All correct.
Like they've attacked her apartment. So at this point, like I'm sorry.
You're jumping to the end. This is why I was interrupting you.
Well, and that's my point though, is that I don't want to get lost in this story for 20 minutes. I just want to say this is shitty for her, and obviously she's going to say stupid things.
Learn to tell the story.
Don is the epitome of good at the story.
Click play, watcher. Just click play.
Because they almost lost their life. There's bullet holes in my kitchen because he sat in the fucking hallway.
Facts and evidence. She has the pictures.
And she's posting.
I wish it never happened either. That I don't have a place to call home.
And people are reposting them because she's banned.
This is not okay.
This is what they want to show on the TV. It's obviously going through a moment.
This is not okay. Just go home.
Pause for a second, Walter.
This dude's an organizer, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say one thing, and then I'm gonna shut the fuck up because that's what you requested. She has done. She has not said a single lie. She has said everything accurately, and in Minneapolis, they don't fucking care.
Nope, not at
That's
all.
true.
0%.
That's true.
0%.
So, again, this is why you tell the story as a story, right?
Well, but we already did this. This is the third time we've covered this story, particularly, to be clear. So we went over her account when she posted it in pretty detail before her account got popped. Like this isn't my viewers' first hand on this wheel, which is part of why I don't want to get into it for 20 minutes because we've got an even more important topic that we were going to get into before this.
Let me give you a piece of advice. If you're going to cover the topic and tell the story,
we did.
Every time that you shorthand, someone comes to find your shorthand.
That's correct.
They speak the shorthand, and they don't.
And they use the shorthand against you. Yeah.
But if you don't believe that, I want you to go watch the goddamn academic agent stream, in which I say the right is not the left. Plus, I hate fags.
Yep. Yep. Don, you have in my knowing of you since U06, that might be the most correct thing you've ever said, sir.
And that's it, right? I've explained that 1,000 times in ass-bleeding detail, and in one stream I didn't do it, and what gets publicized.
But in less than shiny language, and then you said it shiny one time.
To bring this back to the important topics, can we talk about what he's wearing?
Yeah, I was gonna say the chat wants to know about
Knee
the
brace,
toothpick legs
yeah.
here.
Well,
knee brace on toothpick legs. Go ahead, Don.
Can you
liver cancer.
jorts?
Hopefully liver cancer.
I don't give a fuck about
Look at them tiny legs plus fatty center. Looks like liver cancer.
I don't give.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit
I'm
about
not
George.
saying I want someone to cause harm to him, dear Susan.
In big and legs.
I'm just hoping that he reaps the consequences of his own actions in such a fashion that his fat ass has caused him liver cancer.
There's also a brace here somewhere. I don't know what that's for, but there is that looks like a brace right there.
Wait, stop. Go back. Stop. Go back. Point it at one more time.
I'm very familiar with that brace. It's the black thing on his knee. It is a knee.
No, this one.
No,
right here.
he has back. He's
That's
right.
a
He has a
girdle.
back belt on too.
He does, yeah.
Well, he has to wear that to get disability.
No.
So this has got to
no.
be a news. This has got to be an actual news center
No.
that's doing this, isn't that?
No,
That is
it
a real
doesn't.
news camera, though.
It is
That's-
just a camera. That camera has decreased in price substantially.
You're
If
not wrong,
Still
but-
doing on the street reporting. It is very available.
Conspicuous. Yes. And very conspicuous. But he's not wrong. That's what everybody under fucking or over fucking 25 identifies as a news camera.
So the DC protest that we did,
Which one?
prior to January 6th,
Which
in
one?
which you got very upset with me for running into Antifa.
The first one. Okay.
No, not the first one. It was
The first one.
the
The second one, you had better awareness. The first
No,
one
no.
is the one you literally walked in there.
You got upset with me at both of them. The point here is there were 3 guys following us with cameras at that time. And one of them you will remember for shouting while he was running forward. He was shouting content and just running.
That
towards-
was the first one. That was actually
Is that the first one?
Yes.
He was holding that camera.
Okay,
Literally that camera.
Fair enough. But in Watcher's case, yeah, that's what we all grew up with as that's a television camera.
Well, so it is also your.
I'm glad we're not getting lost in irrelevancies.
So the important thing here is
Joe.
That is your well-funded streamer camera, right?
Joe.
So your streamer that has more than about 50,000 subscribers both can't afford that camera and has one.
You.
Oh, well, thank you, Greg
Nice.
W.
Nice, Joe. Greg W. I don't care. Neither does Don. Wait. All right. Watcher.
Hold up, because they're literally threatening to hurt her, and I just want to.
I know, but I want you to back up. I want you to back up about 30 seconds.
To hear?
A little more.
Say
little
when,
mo-
homie.
little more. Little more.
That's way more than
We're
30
like 2
seconds.
minutes. We're like a minute now.
Wait. It's there.
What's there?
Start.
She's obviously going through a moment.
Sniper's seeing like he
So-
talks, just so you know.
That's correct, and I write like I talk. So she's made her whole case, and now it's all rebuttal.
Now he's making a relevant point. She stops arguing at things. It's go home and fuck you here.
She does the claps. That's the end of her argument.
Yeah. Now she's just repeating things. Well seen.
Look, this lady needs
So-
to be able to hire some private security, go get her shit. and then be
This
able to
lady
find
needs a
someplace.
GoFundMe, or what? Not a GoFundMe, a Give Send Go.
Yeah, give send go immediately.
Give Send Go.
She needs
Give
to
Send
be is
Go
not
people.
in the middle of the
Reach
road
out.
in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She needs to be in a
She's
hotel
hung.
Anywhere else.
30 miles out of town.
She's hung.
Yeah.
She is
Boys.
literally hung. So
I know.
Let me-
Give Send Go people.
No,
The
Joe-
people who
Joe
run
is
Give
right.
Send Go.
Stop right now. She needs to be standing in front of a nice white wall with a nice cheap camera. Go. Saying
Yep.
that exactly.
Exactly. Yep.
Wait. So give Send Go people who know who I am, because I had to have a fucking 30-minute conversation to go to DC the last time. Give Send Go people. That lady is ever more deserving than I ever was, and you approved me. That lady right there.
It's not what it's
find
about.
her a
Well,
new
we don't
place.
know that she's applied to them.
Yeah, we don't
Stop.
know. Like, she probably doesn't.
I
even
know
about it.
that.
So,
I know
so
that.
Stop now. Dear everyone, everywhere, for every point of view of everything that has ever existed.
Get her out of there.
What is most deserving almost never matters. And I hate to be, welcome back to Black Pill Dawn. Right.
I know.
Oh, this doesn't
King
matter.
Blackpill.
Right. But, and as much as everybody likes to call me King Blackpill, who fucking lit a fire under your ass to write a thing for fucking Joe?
You're still King Blackpill.
That's what I hear.
You're still
okay.
You're still the ultimate
Next thing,
motivator.
Watcher?
You're
What do you
also
got?
still King Blackpill.
You all need to understand that the difference here, and dear watcher, give me 45 more seconds. You need to understand the difference between being black-pilled and being realistic is that there are wins, but when you are pushing into a loss, it's time to say we're pushing into a loss, right? And when you're shitting on a win, it's time to say take the fucking win. That's the
Correct.
difference.
Get her out of there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
The
No
next thing
argument.
was this Nitty video. So let's talk about this. So Nitty's
Please share this.
hold on, let's see, it's right here.
Gee, this motherfucker needs to discover what white balance is.
I know, bro. He's terrible, dude.
Hunter, go fuck yourself.
It might have been a belly
So,
wrap holster.
Please share this.
Maybe. I don't think so though. He doesn't look like the kind of
Share
guy
this
who
fast
carries
as y'all
chat.
can. Because y'all already know they be on bullshit.
I thought this was the part where he says that he's been talking about stuff he can't
Please
say on
turn that-
camera.
Please turn that back up.
Okay, y'all listening? Please share this. Alright. Now, y'all know I've been in Akron for like a week or two, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know I've been here like 2 weeks. I've been here for like 2 weeks. And we've
Then
been
why
watching.
did
Y'all
you
been
just
watching
say 2
everything
weeks
and
to
how
start
everything
with?
go, right? Now, they just said, they said they don't do gun residue tests no more, right? Y'all listen, I want y'all to understand what's going on.
For years. For literal
The residue
years.
test no more.
For a long time.
So they basically said this man fired a weapon, and the reason that they shot 100 rounds at him was because he fired a weapon. But they did no test to see if he ever fired a weapon because the weapon never made it outside of the car. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Now listen, this is what I need y'all help with.
This is the part that's important.
And this is me trying to be as transparent as possible without saying too much. You're not seeing a lot of protests because it's been very difficult on a lot of the individuals here, even me, to keep things going. We planning something really, really, really big for Wednesday. I'm going to tell y'all what that is. Wednesday. We planning something for Wednesday. Jalen Walker's birthday. We planning something really big for Jalen Walker's birthday. And we need your support. I'm just telling you the truth.
But then he just goes into a giant grift.
Who?
Jalen Walker. That's the one who got shot in Akron.
He said Janet.
No, he said Jalen.
He said Jalen.
You just don't speak Ebonics.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
fair.
anyways,
Fair.
but then he goes
Fair.
into we need money to get bouncy castles and shit because we're throwing a party for Jalen Walker's birthday party on Wednesday.
So,
So
look,
send me money, y'all. I think my man wants gas money back to Kenosha. I'm sorry.
Where's
the thing,
Jello
you-
Belly with the built-in cell phone mount?
He's at Popeyes,
right now.
literally eating a 12-piece. I was like, bro, you know that's like a family pack. He's like, yeah, I got a family. What?
Right here in my belly.
So, but then they go into financial
Yeah,
problems
in
and
my
how the
belly.
safe houses that they're staying at are paying for all their feed, and that they're not having the donations come in that they expected, and that all
Yeah,
kinds of
that
other
was the key thing. He
stuff.
said that we're not getting any support. We're not getting any funding. So that implies that they get funding from somewhere. So It was interesting. So
you need to understand that the things that you think are a grift on the left does not think are a grift. All right?
Oh, I know.
And
I
this is
know.
not
Tommy,
because
I
they
know
are
where you
grifted.
live.
All right. You need to understand this point as well. It is not because they are grifted. When BLM founder buys $1 million house, the left goes, thank God a black woman bought $1 million house. That it is not we got grifted into buying her $1 million house.
Well, and you know, it's the same thing with Kwame Kilpatrick getting reelected, right?
Yep.
He got caught
Exactly.
stealing money, stealing cars. They're like, bro, if I had that job, I would do it too. Reelect my boy. And then they get what? Then they're like, hey, how come our city is crap and nothing gets fixed? You stole all the money.
You can
Because
fucking
you get
hate
what
that
you
all
fucking
you
deserve.
want. You can hate that all you want. You can think it's fucking stupid. You can think these people are stupid for thinking so, but they think so. All right? These people are not being grifted. They are getting what they paid for.
Be right back.
So this is Freedom Block. This is one of the, we've mentioned it before several times. This is one of the safe houses that are down there. It looks like they posted another video we haven't seen before. Oh, no. We just want a volume. Oh, no, I don't want that. Nah, I changed my mind. It's for the cause, comrade. It's for the cause. That's right, Holly. Joe's chat is far superior. Ouch, Anti-Commie. Ouch. Greg W, we need to understand the... Yeah. He says, you need to understand that you need to stop saying you need to understand. Brother, that reminds me of instructor school when they used to beat the shit out of us with words that we would repeat multiple times. Like, they would literally start throwing shit at you. It was pretty fucking...
Gang.
It was good shit.
Hey, there's that guy who was threatening violence earlier.
Sure
He's got the
is.
microphone.
I'm not gonna kid you. This is a lot of why I'm just sort of done with this content on my own channels. Is like, if you're watching this and you're surprised by any of it, you have failed to pay attention for so fucking long. It's hard to explain this to you.
Oh, yeah. I'm here for the entertainment value.
Yeah, I'm totally here just for the entertainment value.
So,
by the way, I'm eating a slice of pizza with Demp seasoning on it. Delicious.
Brother, he never sent me. He never sent me any Demp seasoning. I need to.
I'll take care of that for you.
I need to reorder.
I'll make that happen.
So, I don't find this entertaining, and this is part of my problem, right? And I realize I'm very much old man. Get off my lawn when I say this. This
Get off my lawn.
This is what is grinding your country to dust. That's what you're watching, and we all watch it and we laugh and blah. And I have hundreds of times broken down why this is bad.
Yep.
And I'm not going to do.
Well, yeah, this is the Balkans in slow mo, right?
Yeah, it is.
Right. And so
yeah,
one of you who is watching this for entertainment, I want you to understand that the entertainment you're getting is the starving of your children.
Yeah.
Sure, but my question at this point is what are they going to do at this point with everything else going on? We've got the stuff that Joe's pointed out, right? But apart from this, what are they going to do about it? Like it's like Gideon in South Africa talks about constantly. He's like, I've done everything I can. I've taught classes. I've tried to make people as aware as I can. I've launched multiple organizations to try and help people understand what the government is doing and how we can best avoid it.
Okay.
And all I can do now is point out what's happening. And
okay, so watch it. Difference between me and Don and me and Joe. Where you are a red district, where you are a red place, or a purple leaning towards maroon, voting still matters. Everywhere else, I get the argument. Moving on. We have about one more election before the fortification becomes absolutely permanent. And that's part of why I put out what I put out in the video that I put out that got turned into a transcript for Joe. It didn't go unnoticed. So they have to be careful in the maroon areas of purple. So there will be a flip. There will be a flip. But the thing is, you better be careful about who you flip and what you do with it. And this is where the historical lessons that I screamed at Don over and over and over again before I became active become relevant. Before, there was email and electronic internet switchboards. An amnesty, an immigration amnesty would get proposed, and then the congressional switchboard would crash.
The thing I've cited
Over and over. And it happened 3 times. You better put the right people there, and you better push them from moment 0.01. And this is the last chance you have, because after this is South Africa. Go ahead, Don.
So I am beyond the push. I don't care anymore.
Yep.
And I realize explicitly from me that sounds black belt. Don't even bother to make
King Black Belt.
Yeah, apparently. Despite the black pillars telling me that I'm a fucking over-hopeful idiot. I just tell people to stop investing things in shit that won't work.
See, that's where I am. Yeah.
Leave the fucking feds alone. By all means, I openly and overtly support Anthony Sabatini.
I skipped that
guy.
and I apologize. Don is going to be completely correct for the next 2.5 minutes.
Don't worry about it, man. I openly and overtly support Anthony Sabatini. I want Anthony Sabatini so bad that I can fucking taste it. I want that guy there because all he's going to do is fight the feds, sun up to sundown. Right? And I want
DeSantis,
1,000 Anthony Sabatinis there.
DeSantis 3.0.
Kent. Joe Kent.
Him too.
Yep.
Right? All he's going to do is he's going to
Ron Mueller.
Ron, if he had been yes. These are all DeSantis 3.0s. Don, continue. I'm sorry.
All I want from those guys is to go to DC and tell the feds to go fuck themselves. Like, that's it. Maybe they win, maybe they lose, but they go to DC and they tell those guys to fuck themselves. If you are not taking the fucking space that those guys are building, because what they're building is space for you. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna fucking suddenly overturn the federal government. No other stupid shit. They're buying space for you to fight. If you're not fighting in that space, you don't love this country. You don't love where you live. You don't love your friends, and you don't love your family. And I don't care if that sounds harsh. Go fuck yourself. Get your fucking ass out and make your locality good. I don't give a fuck if what you do is support a mayor, a city councilman, a fucking county representative, some motherfucker who's gonna be the goddamn dog catcher. You
Literally
get your fucking balls
not a
out
fed.
and you make it fucking happen. Because if you don't, what you're saying is, I don't care about where I live.
Tell you what,
You're saying that because the fucking hammer is dropping at 10,000 pounds, and that local place for you, it might not be able to resist 10,000 pounds, but it can resist 2,000 pounds. And that 10,000 pound hammer has got to resist 1 billion counties, 1 trillion cities. It gets 10,000 pounds, but it doesn't get to apply it everywhere. It's one hammer strike. That's all you get.
You're not
and
wrong.
You get to push it off.
Watcher, scroll that to the part where I quote Don in this article.
Yeah, I was hoping to slow scroll and wait till he stopped talking, but yeah, Don, we've literally got the article.
Which time?
In fact, I'm going to stop before we get here, and I'm going to say,
Sniper.
In fact, there's something you can literally do right now instead of voting, because voting is something you got to wait until the end for, right? Like, you can go out and support a political candidate right now and get involved and help them make videos for their own candidacy, because they're fucking boomers. None of them know how to do this. I've done this for 6 candidates in my area. They don't know. They literally don't know how to operate a fucking cell phone. I'm not exaggerating to you. Okay?
So
it's a real thing.
Don't say it, Sniper. Don't say it again. Don, you got 2 quotes in here, but you are credited.
Oi.
Shut up, Sniper. You just went past it.
Fuck off, Joe.
No, this is my stream. You fuck off.
It's not actually.
Me fuck off.
What?
God
damn it.
It's both of them. It's a dual stream.
Down a little further.
Oh, yeah.
Down a little further. Right
so,
there.
Joe,
Right there.
Joe, just bear
Snipers, wait, would you just stop for a minute? Just chill for a second. Relax. Calm down. We're having fun. You can try to have fun too.
It's okay, bro. We're gonna break your balls, but we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. But here's the thing.
For reference, by the way, we're quoting you.
Holly, please remind me that once we bring this up, I actually do have something directly about Canada that Viva just posted that I want everyone to see. And I want chat to, but go ahead, Joe.
I know. But
For the love of God, Sniper, spit it out.
thank you. So here's
quickly.
Speed,
I'll
intensity,
wait
volume.
till you're
Aye,
all
sir.
done with the jokes. Are we all done
Not
with the
joking.
jokes? Okay, so
not
here's the
joking
thing.
at all, really.
Speed,
So-
intensity, and volume.
Exactly. Speed, intensity, and volume. There you go. So we don't get a lot of victories, but we got a lot of them in rapid fire order. And we better capitalize upon them because we've got about one, maybe two chances upon it. And chat in one of the streams, I don't know which one it was because, well, I'm not going to go back and look.
Let it
'cause you're
go.
Not going to give me
They
the
said
chance.
what?
So we better capitalize upon this. We better move upon this. You know, Don has been telling you for literal fucking years, stand up and move upon this. I'm telling you, stand up and move upon this. Joe, to be fair, you hope that somebody will move upon this, but that's not the way you're right. You're right, like they're not going to, so here's what you do. But you want them to move upon this. And you'll say that. You
I literally
really wish
say
they
it at least
would.
twice a week.
There
Get off
you
the
go.
couch. Do something.
You don't think they will, but you hope that they will.
Have they shown
upon
any
it.
evidence that they're going to?
And that is the same thing all three of us have been saying.
So I don't understand the problem.
I'm saying for
reiteration.
the one last time, move upon this.
There's
This
no
is
last
probably
time.
your last chance.
Brother.
Well, so that's
Can
the
I-
whole point of this article, right? So before we get to the part about Ron or about Don here.
On a minute.
Hold on. I have to do this. Chat asks, Joe Johnson asks, well, what is this channel about? Can I call in and ask about George Floyd and his BS?
Sure you can. We'll just tell you to go fuck yourself.
George Floyd is
All right.
fentanyl
So
overdose.
Joe,
moving
you
on.
go ahead, please. Joe is quoting Don the Pleb in this article twice.
Thanks.
So,
If
but
only I
before
was
that,
here.
scroll up just a second. So, because I want to address what they just said right here. There's a story of Gideon in the Bible, right? So, Jerusalem was in the same situation we're in. There's a whole bunch of bad crap going on. People doing all kinds of stuff, taking things over, doing what they want, and everyone was mad and upset. And the angel of God appears to Gideon and says, "Hey, man, you're going to go and save this place." And the guy goes, "Yeah, but why did God even let this happen in the first place?" And that's where we are as Americans, right? And
By the
God
way-
said, "Bro, am I not sending you? Go and do it."
Hold
And that's
on. a
where I
minute.
am.
Let's remove God from this for just a moment.
No,
because
I'm not ever going to.
Because I don't speak on behalf of him.
Fair. Okay. Fair enough.
Literally quoting the man.
Let's remove God from this for a moment because I don't speak on behalf of him. All right.
Fair enough.
I'm going to teach all of you the same thing.
You know what?
Teach.
Let's just
Mike.
call it. I'm going to call it. We're done.
You're really upset about that? Hold on a minute. Hear me out.
I'm upset about the fact that you guys are not letting anyone finish a thought. That's what I'm upset about.
Well,
I get what you're saying.
Carry on.
Joe.
No, far be it from me. Carry on, Joe. Gideon, you were saying.
I had finished that and I said, and that's what I'm saying. Am I not sending you?
Well,
Get off the couch and do something. And I was actually just going to credit you with this thing where it says, Don says, you're looking for a big white knight.
Joe,
Hold
Joe,
on,
I
brother.
will leave. I will leave.
I thought
so
I was
it's just
caveating
done.
off.
No, that's not it at all. Just stop interrupting people. Let them finish.
Yeah,
that's
I
all.
thought
That's all
I
we
thought
got.
I was caveating
Chat,
off you, and you were
chat,
done.
good night.
Go right ahead. I'm done.
Good night, chat. I good night.
Good night, Sniper.
See you, Sniper. Nobody
See you,
asked
Don.
you to, but whatever.
All right. Good night, Sniper.
Look, man, I really didn't mean to step on your dick. I thought I was caveating off you.
I was just gonna say all I'm saying is get out and do something, because Sniper was implying that I wasn't. That's not true at all.
Definitively not what I meant.
I got you.
So
I'm fine with that. So
you good,
carry
brother?
on.
We good?
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love. Cool.
Now,
so
if we were in real life, I'd make you both ground fight before we moved on. But we're
no,
not.
That wouldn't go very well.
It's the fucking Marine Corps. It's the Marine Corps. We'd have to kiss. Let's be honest.
It's
Right?
fucking true.
And when we were done, we'd have to eat crayons together.
Okay. So
am I wrong?
But yeah,
all right. So look, here's the deal: is let's take God out of it for a moment for those that are secular. All right, and the principles remain roughly the same. If you want something to change, you need to get up and do it. All right. If you don't like what's going on, you need to pick up the responsibility and you need to set it on your fucking shoulders. And I don't care how big or small that thing is. Sometimes the reality is you're not going to be. Look, I can't tell Joe Biden what the fuck to say. Doesn't matter how much responsibility I pick up. That's not a fucking thing. All right. On the flip side, I can teach my son to take responsibility for himself. I can teach my son to take responsibility for all the things I take responsibility for. I can teach my son to be better than I am, or at least give him what I have and give him the opportunity to grow. Maybe I can't make him better than what I am, but I can give him what I have, and I can do it at a younger age than I had. These things are what permit you to be better. And for those of you who want to pretend that, like, oh, bro, I'm just going to work and, giving $2 a month to the Republican Party. Fuck you. Okay?
None of that.
What are you teaching your son? Give the Republican Party $4 a month? Is that what it is? Is that giving you the say that you want? Is that giving you the capability that you... Maybe 20,000 generations from now, when your son is giving the Republican Party $2 million a month, okay, fine, he gets his say, but you don't. Your son doesn't. His son doesn't. Right? What you're telling these kids is, if you pay enough, you can buy a politician. And I'm going to tell you right now, I can't buy a politician. I can't afford it. But I promise you, the people that have been mentioned in this stream, they know my name. They value what I say. They ask themselves if they're wrong if I put a serious question to them. I'm worth nothing. I spend every dollar I have to be able to put food on my table and make sure that that's true tomorrow. But you know what? I've been in this game a long time. I've been fighting this game for a long time. You don't need money. You need will. I don't put out a lot of content anymore, and everybody thinks that sucks. And I don't blame you. But I promise you, I've met Joe Kent in person. I promise you, he's shaking my... I have a picture of us fucking hanging out and me cracking a joke. Same thing with Sabatini. There is a video on Twitter of me being the A gunner for Sabatini. It's out there. It's on his Twitter. It's not on... Well, it's on mine insofar as I retweeted it. But these guys know who I am. They're happy to know me. Right? And I'm happy to know them. And it's not because I bought them. I don't own them. But I can ask them serious questions. I can go down and say, do you really love this country? And I don't have to promote them if they don't. You know what's funny? Is if you're honest with these people, you'll find out very quickly whether or not they're honest with you.
And
there's been a lot of politicians I've met that I've been honest with, and I knew they weren't honest. I don't mention their names, but I promise you Kent and Sabatini are honest actors.
That's good to know. And that's the key thing is, you mentioned a good thing there, is everyone wants to teach their kids to give money to political parties, but I've never been a political party kind of guy. I've been a let me find out the position of each individual person in my area running for things. And I'm going to vote for the best person who matches what I think.
Well, and
that doesn't mean a political party. The letter
no.
beside their name has nothing to do with that.
I'm even going to give you the Watcher specific. This is what Watcher does. All right. Watcher and Don stream whenever Don decides he wants to just come on for one night all by himself. Like I said, guys, night watch is not just Riot Watch. It's literally anything we want to talk about.
Schedule accordingly, brother.
We'll do.
I'll be
We'll
here
do.
to talk to you for however long you want.
But hey guys, so Watcher's personal test on politicians has become this: I don't give money at all until I have offered to donate time and I see if they have the organizational capacity to take me on in donating time. If they don't even have the fucking organizational capacity to take me on in donating my time, it is not worth a fucking cent out of your wallet, and don't you give it to them.
Hold on. Pull that back a little bit from the anger-filled response. You are correct. I'm not going to correct you.
So many grifters, brother. So many grifters.
You need to explain what that means.
Okay,
right?
so
people don't get it.
What it means, gentlemen, is that if you try to volunteer your time and you look something just as simple and say, I am willing to come out and this is literally the one you should use because anybody can use this at any point. Say, I am willing to come out and set up tables and chairs. I'm willing to help put them away, and I'm willing to help clean up a venue. Literally just say that. If they don't have the organizational capacity, somebody in their backfield, the people working for them that can harness small volunteer time like that, they are not worth your time because they are literally only running to raise money for a political campaign, because after all that is done, they don't have to account for that money. It can go wherever the fuck they want it to go.
Exactly. If you call them up and you say, I'll take care of all your logistical bullshit, and they go, gang, we love you. Cool, that shit's filled. Then you've got someone to work with. Yeah. But if they go like, well, okay, I guess, get the fuck rid of those.
Run, and tell everyone to
run in their place.
Especially if they say, well, I was more thinking you could maybe give us $10, right? Yeah.
Right. Oh, God, for every person that, like, look, I get it. When you give an ad to the general public, you could give me $10. When someone comes to you and says, I want to help you, if what you say to them is, give me $10, you're a fucking grifter. The end.
That's it. It's true. It's 100% true. If that's all they have to offer you is their WinRed fucking site link, dip. Done.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so, and I will overtly advertise for Joe Kent here. You know, I had a friend recommend to me that I should talk to Joe Kent. And I sat down with Kent for an hour and I said, tell me what you're going to do to actually change this country. I don't want to hear slogans. Tell me what policies are going to happen. Tell me what changes are going to happen. And that man pulled on his fucking big boy pants and went, holy fucking shit, we're going to do real things. And he answered real questions. And he said, look, I can't promise you the Congress is going to agree to, but I'm aiming for X. And I went, right. Look, that's a real answer. You know, I would love if I could elect a congressman who was like, we're repealing the NFA tomorrow. And then that actually happened. But if your fucking aim is repeal the NFA, I know where you're going, right?
Yup.
Right.
No, it's a perfect litmus test, honestly.
Exactly. And with Kent, what he told me is like, look, these are the things I want. I realize I'm not going to get what I want. It doesn't fucking matter. This is what we're fighting for. And I'm going to fight every fucking day for this. And I went, if you don't fuck me, you're my favorite candidate in Congress. And then, to be honest, I met Sabatini, and it's a hard fight because they're both fucking amazing.
No, chat, when we do the actual Watcher and Don stream, Watcher's going to take some time and he's going to edit that thing in his background, and Watcher's going to edit himself onto the glowy man's head. That's how the Watcher and Don stream is going to go.
Don't even bother with that. Just fucking send me the picture and I'll make it my background.
Oh no, I'm talking about my live little thing that you can't see but they can on the stream. I'm going to put that in the glowy man's place. It'll be fun.
Bro, talk to me offline.
Well, you chat, you know that we plan on doing a hot tub stream with this avatar before it goes away. We get the new one over on Twitch. It's gonna be a time.
It's gonna there's tomfoolery afoot. I know this.
Anyway, boys, let me just say is I love Sabatini. Sabatini is probably my favorite candidate ever. And Joe, I'm sorry, I know. When we met, I said I loved you. I'm not kidding. I do love you.
Oh,
it's true. I
hope
love
Sniper
you.
still loves me, even though he's angry.
Guys, keep talking, but we've got live stuff I'm going to put on the screen while you're talking.
Good, but look, you know, Joe, love you to death. Sabatini,
is my own kind of dirty Italian fighter. And
Well,
Anthony,
listen, there can only be one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, oh, Joe, you know what I mean.
Hey, Joe. Joe, guess where is Riot now?
That looks familiar.
It sure does.
Don and Sabatini bonded over an M60. That is actually true. It's unironic.
Oh man, you know what? I know I could probably dig up a photo of a certain checkpoint that was on that road.
I thought you might. That is a particularly important road. So this is mass demonstrations underway as citizens rise up against government over high inflation, which increases the cost of food, fuel, and basic services. Panama is on the verge of collapse.
That's the highway of the Americas right there.
It sure
It runs from South America to North America, and a young 19-year-old JD stood on that bridge one night. Well, a few nights in a row.
Gents, I'm gonna do a disservice to my host,
okay,
and subsequent co-host, and I apologize in advance. All right, I do mean that. We concentrate a lot on foreign conflict. In fact, I'm here almost entirely in relation, except for Joe, to a show called Future Conflict, which almost exclusively talks about foreign conflict. Gents, Saudi Arabia is not your fucking problem.
No, never is.
If you can't secure 6 streets over from where you fucking live, who gives a shit about Saudi Arabia?
Correct.
If you can secure 6 streets over from where you live, can you secure 10 streets over from where you live? And at the time where you answer all of my questions, like Don, I live in Los Angeles, California, and I could secure fucking Maine, then you talk to me about foreign policy.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not going to kid you. I don't overtly hate the rest of the world. I just don't care about them as much as I care about them.
But I agree with you wholeheartedly. And this is Stan and I's position has long been, forget the old world. We do need to focus though a little bit on our hemisphere.
Yep.
And a mass disruption in Panama will lead to a whole lot of people crossing that border, which does impact you 10 blocks over.
Oh, it sure does.
I don't give a fuck about Panama as long as I've got 1,500 miles of border secured within 240s.
But you don't.
But you don't.
You're right. You're right. But the answer to whatever the fuck is going on in Panama is 1,500 miles of 240s.
Well, actually, the answer to what's going on in Panama is to take over Panama and then have a significantly shorter border in Panama. That's the answer to what's going on in Panama.
No. Fuck Panama. But
brother, we built a canal there. We invested all kinds of stuff in there. Not Panama specific. Panama specifically, ours.
I don't care about Panama. You want to carry that canal? I'll carry that canal.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, that is what Panama is. That's all of Panama. It's the canal and like 30 feet to either side.
It's not all of Panama.
I'm making a joke.
Let me just say, as a dude who had to walk some of that jungle, it ain't just the Panama.
I know. I'm making a joke.
Right. But look, if and I would be happier with our country if what we did is go Ranger Battalion. You own the Panama Canal.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything on any continent comes to the fucking Panama Canal, you know what I want you to do? I want you to pick that shit up, and I want you to pick up that radio, and just like we were soldiers, I want you to go Broken Arrow, and everything in the fucking world comes flying that way. Cool, got you. I'm with, fucking. Because everybody's seen that shit. On the other hand, not everybody has heard. Fucking prairie fire emergency. I don't give a fuck what the code word is. I want all the hate and discontent at your disposal. But I want you to be able to control that shit because it's ours. And fuck you,
Sniper.
Sean, you're a faggot.
I love you, Sniper.
Done. Only for you.
So we're going to watch this all the way through, gentlemen. As you may know, Viva Frei has recently fled Canada, and he's still getting calls from the Canadian authorities.
Hold on. Whoa. Only for Sniper? I mean, only for Don?
What?
Watcher.
That's correct.
Only for Don?
What did I
That's
say?
correct. Watcher,
Joe is
Watcher,
upset.
Joe.
I'm sorry.
Watcher, and Joe.
Watcher,
All of the
Fry-
faggoty things will only
Fry
ever
fled
happen
Canada?
for Don the Pleb.
That's it. Nope.
Whoa.
Unacceptable.
I
Roll
don't
me
know.
that.
I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said.
Viva Fry fled Canada?
Yeah, he did.
Thank
He's
fucking
gone.
God.
He's entirely out of Canada.
He's in Florida.
He lives in Florida now permanently.
Is that serious?
Yes.
Are you memeing?
No, I'm not. He's got
No?
he's got a 2-year visa to stay here, and he's trying to get citizenship while he's here.
It didn't
Holy
work.
shit.
Yep, and here are his
3 years.
designated federal screening officers trying to call in to check on his daughter's quarantine, which is what made him flee at the time that he was fleeing, is that he wasn't going to do that to his daughter again.
I am a designated screening officer working under the Federal Quarantine Act. Today I'll be asking you a few questions about Mila's quarantine to verify that she's in compliance with obligation, include a day 1 and a day 8 COVID test. This call should just take a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Can you confirm that she arrived in Canada on Tuesday?
I confirm that yes, we arrived in Canada Tuesday.
Okay, and our record indicated that she is a unvaccinated traveler entering Canada.
Yeah.
Unvaccinated traveler entering Canada who do not meet the Canadian definition of fully vaccinated are required to be in quarantine for a minimum of 14 days. Is she under quarantine?
I got this wrong. They might be coming back right now.
Excuse me. In virtue of what is she supposed to be in quarantine for 14 days?
Yes,
No, in virtue of what?
because she's an unvaccinated
No, but
traveler
what
entering
that's
Canada.
not my understanding of the law.
What do you mean it's not your understanding of
What
the
provision of law are you suggesting requires my daughter to be in 14 days of quarantine?
law? She's under the Federal Quarantine Act, sir.
No, but what provision of law is it? Because I know I know I've read the Quarantine Act. I've studied the Quarantine Act.
Okay.
What provision of law? Because she tested negative. We've had COVID within the last 180 days.
I understand that, so she's not required to be tested again. But since she's not a fully vaccinated traveler entering Canada, she's required to be in quarantine for.
Under what provision?
Sorry about that. I was muted. Real quick, Chad, I'm going to pause this just to say, no, it's not the Miami area. He's actually been more specific than that. I'm not going to dox the man, but if you go back and listen to what he said, he's actually said pretty specifically what part of Florida he's in.
He's not in Canada, and
Of law.
that's the only thing that's good news.
That's fucking incredible. I'm telling you
Sir,
so.
the international, sir, the Quarantine Act that's been put in place.
No, but I'm telling you, I've read the Quarantine Act. There is nothing in it that.
I understand. Sir, if you go on canada.ca/COVID-19 coronavirus, you will see unvaccinated travel.
How great is it that this is obviously a first-generation immigrant that they put to do this job as well? I mean,
You're not wrong.
I fully believe that someone consciously made that decision.
in Canada are required to be in quarantine for 14 days.
I'm not sure that I don't believe that's the law.
Yes, she is. She's required to be in quarantine. She is. Yep. She.
That's it. She's just going to say, yeah, she's required. As Holly said, Holly has received these calls as well, and they will dispatch police if you don't coordinate with what the person on the phone is saying.
Wowzers.
Holly midlife.
Run.
There are 3 men on the stream who understand what. Actually, no, there's 4 men on the stream who understand what rendition operations are.
Come down.
Holly,
come down.
You
come
like,
down now.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Her poor husband.
family.
Her poor husband is in the.
we will rendition his ass too.
Hold on. She actually just sent me this while we were talking to her.
Well, that Viva even says that video though that he just shot is really old. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
He was still in. Yeah, he was still arriving. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Holly, your entire family. We will go to BC and get your ex.
Is that what? Is that?
Because you are worth it.
Is that what French Canadians sound like? Hold on, because I've been around French Canadians, and that is not what I have heard of French Canadians sound like accents.
We're not hearing. We're not hearing.
No, not this. This
on the
isn't
call.
anything. The past video with the call, that did not sound French Canadian to me. I'm very sorry.
Oh
It's
no, she sounded very Somali Canadian.
That did not sound no. maybe
Hence,
maybe
I'll
another
say it.
country, maybe another country somewhere else that also speaks
No,
French.
Somali.
Well,
No.
I don't know if they speak French in Somali. I was thinking more
They
Ghana.
do.
Or okay, they do. Okay, so Somali is one.
French
or
or Italian, depending
Haiti.
on which
They've
part
also
you're in.
taken in a ton of Haitians.
And
Karen Reinerson, send bachelors. Send bachelors to where, Karen?
Travels on his own, I travel on my own. I have the ArriveCan app and he does not.
Okay.
He has his proof of documentation showing that he's been vaccinated. That's all that's required.
No, he has to do the ArriveCan, so we can put him onto your account that you've done. How come you don't want to do it?
Why should I have to?
Because it's a requirement to get into Canada.
What if he was flying by himself?
I will be flying by my cell phone. I don't have a cell phone.
Yeah, that's
So what does he do?
Put it on hers.
No.
Yeah, but if I'm flying by myself, how can I do that?
Are you guys related?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the problem with putting it on your account?
I don't think I should have to.
Why not? What's the
Nancy,
issue?
Nancy, never mind. This is a bureaucracy.
Number
going
one,
along.
I'm not
I
going to
know.
be with him.
But you know this-
Number
that's
two,
why you have
fuck
to do it,
you.
right? This is one of the requirements.
Right?
Quarantine act, right? To get back in.
Thank Christ
watch
I
her.
wasn't born Canadian. I'd
Watch her.
Seriously, man.
Watch her. Am I allowed to do the spicy things?
how long? Hold on. Let me look at how long we've been. 8 more minutes. 8 minutes
It
from now.
hasn't been 2 hours.
No. It's 4 hours. It's
Oh, then it's over 2 hours.
No. It's well, I mean, what I'm saying is, from what I understand, over 2 hours gets you some things. Over 4 hours gets you mostly free.
Everything.
All right, I'm gonna grab the spicy thing then.
Okay.
Oh boy. I don't have any of the chats up, but for the record, my computer.
broke
my
the
other
light.
computer
I'll be
died.
right back.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, we'll see you in a second, Don. All taxes are robbery. Fact. That's just straight fact.
This is true.
Apparently, Joe Rogan said Canada is communism, and he's literally not wrong. Canada has turned into a communist country.
100%.
I didn't see this earlier, Chad. I don't get to watch Joe anymore because I'm way too busy to watch Mr. Rogan, but I used to.
Nice guy, and before he really leaned into the woke stuff, I just thought he was a kind, sensitive guy, and I was like, that's probably a good disposition to be a leader. But just the way he labeled those truckers as racist.
Justin Trudeau.
Okay, I don't care about the sun, and the sun's gonna hit me immediately. But apparently Joe Rogan went pretty hands-on spicy boy with Mr. Fidelito.
Deservedly so.
Agreed. I wish he would have done more, to be honest. I cannot believe that Canadians are currently still allowing that piece of shit to rule over them. But then again, I currently can't believe that Americans are still allowing, let's see, this piece of shit to rule over us. But there you have it.
Yeah.
Shaman, not if you work in the government. They were English-French mix. Could be. In the government up there, you have to generally speak French. Oh no, you better put that away. You better put that away, because that's an awful lead airsoft thing. But YouTube has been getting real spicy about guns. You don't need to put it away, but you could always turn off your camera and give it the good cock, since that's what you're doing.
Really?
Well, I mean, I could boot you.
Unironically, I kind of want you to.
Well, I mean, I turned your video off, so that's enough.
I mean, well,
good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.
That's why we do the mechanical ASMR off camera, as Joe and Don did earlier.
Yes.
It was an awful good airsoft thing, though, Susan. Don't you agree? I'm a fan.
It
of
was a very nice
airsoft
airsoft gun.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, chat, I think we have plumbed the depths this evening. I really do. We got a little more than we even bargained for. We did not generally get the conflict we like to get on the ground, but we did get a little conflict in my chat. I'm okay with it getting spicy sometimes. It's all right.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Not near as spicy as I'm getting on my other screen trying to look at what's going on in Akron. Again, chat, don't just flat search Twitter for Akron. You're going to get some things you don't want to see. Like immediately, like top of the Twitter search profile. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. You're going to get some old weird stuff.
Hey, Don.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
We're blow up in my face.
Uh-oh. We are we're just giving it the old sign off. You wanna say goodnight to the folks?
Don't be gay. Go forth and protect where you live.
Right on.
By the way, don't subscribe to me. Don't follow me anywhere. Don't even fucking pretend like you know me. Go out and pretend like you care about the goddamn place that you live enough to actually lay down some goddamn hate and discontent against the goddamn people that you fucking hate. Exert literally fucking any effort, which, by the way, for at least half of you means go out 3 days a goddamn year and campaign for someone and go to a goddamn polling station.
That's it.
I'm not asking a fucking lot. Just do fucking something.
That's it. I love it. I love it.
No, I agree wholeheartedly.
In fact, let's get into this. Chat, I'm going to give you the link right now. What you need to do is go over to tacticalwisdom.com. You need to go read Joe's most recent article because it's literally about something that you could go do right now after I end the stream. I mean it. You could go do this right now. There's nothing stopping you. Even if you're in a red area, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from taking small steps.
Even tell you what to say if the police show up.
Yeah, and this is how to take small steps right now to help defend the area that you live, even if you think it's safe. There is no harm in doing the following. All right, chat. Yep. That's something to think about. I really appreciate you guys. We've had more here tonight than I have ever had, even when I had some much bigger names on. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm just going to do a little bit of rundown of the chat and just
much
appreciate
bigger names. Go fuck yourself, Watcher.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's Lord Miles has 500,000 followers on Twitter, and
go.
He came and chilled for 2 nights, and that guy only brought like 10 extra people with him. It was nuts. I couldn't believe it.
Not a lot of crossover there. I don't.
No,
think.
It's true. It's true. I'm a little more schizo than most of his other places that he goes to. Let's see.
By the way, for the various followers here, who are mine, subscribe to Watcher. My ball breaking aside, he's a great dude.
Much appreciated, Don. Much appreciated, Joe. Holly, we love to have you here. We know that we are one of your few points of light in the cold, dark north. But we appreciate your viewership. We just wish that your viewership were coming from this side of the border. Bob Johnson, thanks for being here, man. It's really late. We appreciate you staying up. I know you got work in the morning. Princess, always appreciated. Thanks for coming over to Future Conflict. I hope you subbed over there. We will be there live Monday morning. Who was the guest?
I don't even remember.
Ugh, it's been too late. I can't remember. We've got a guest on Monday. I'll look it up on the schedule and post it in the thing. Good night.